town of Bardi, on the edge of the barren sands, a lawless and dangerous place where criminals, the brave, and the foolish come to find their fortune. For your own personal reasons, you have left the comfort of your previous lives behind. Perhaps you seek wealth, maybe adventure, or possibly a lust for power and glory. Only you know. Now you will find yourself in a small meeting room above the Harpy, an inn of questionable character. You have answered a poster which has gone up around town. It claimed to be seeking experienced adventurers for a rescue mission and promises to pay well. So, the four of you find yourself in a meeting room. I think we'll start by maybe going around the table and you can say who you are and what you look like, just so we can all get a picture. So, start with Sweats.
Well, I'm Palinor, a half-elf, dressed as a traditional ranger. Youngish for elfish years, but still an adult. But I'm a bit standoffish compared to the rest of you, sensing a slight bit of distrust between you, but it all relates back to my dark past. A past that I have not come to terms with since the age of 5. But I'd never ever share this secret, and it without any consequences coming to mind to the person I share it to. Ever since then, I've made it my life goal to come to terms with what happened. But as of yet, I have yet to reach it, and hoping if I can find a good team, a team that I can eventually trust to cover my back, I can come to terms with what happened and seek what was lost. For myself, about 6 foot in height, with an olive skin and silver hair, with black blue eyes. I'm going to say I'm standing a little bit further to the back into the corner.
You one of those cool guys that leans in the corner? I don't sit on a chair on the table, I lean in the corner.
It's like the shifty pirate in Sea of Thieves who stands at the back in the darkness.
But I'm ever vigilant and constantly glancing across the room.
Elliot, do you want to go next? I think it's the complete opposite.
You're expecting some like in-depth backstory, okay?
just say what you look like. Like that's all. Like you all come into the room one by one, like looking like for the guy who's gonna give you this quest, this mission to get you whatever you want after.
Captain Hammerhead the Mighty, titles. I am a half-elf myself. I have orangey red eyes like a Sith. Nothing related there. Don't look into it. I'm a 7-foot behemoth with black receding weird hair and like a weird bangles beard. You'll it's quite striking, and you'll get to know more about Captain Hammerhead and his backstory. I'm sure he'll tell you over a nice hearty beer.
Okay, Tim.
Yeah, sure. So I am Rigna Ironfoot, the kind of Ironfoot dwarf from the mountains. I have travelled far and wide to create armour. I'm on the quest to become a master blacksmith, but to do so I need to earn money and put my name out there. For this I need to go on quests, so I'm just sitting in the tavern at the moment drinking a beer after a long day of blacksmithing.
Okay, and then Gil, you're last.
I'm Pindic Hornblast, a young gnome with long and thick blonde hair, a look of mischief and confusion on his face, wearing worn but well-kept attire, twiddling a finely carved flute in his hands.
So you find yourself, all four of you, in this small, cramped wooden room. Opposite you on the table is a nervous-looking dwarf, young of age, ginger of hair, beard well groomed and plaited. And he just looks at you and it's like, great, I didn't expect anyone to come. Everyone sit down, please. You're all experienced adventurers, yeah?
Captain Hammerhead has had many mighty adventures.
Splendid, splendid. I will pay you well, and I require a group to accompany me to Copper Deep Mine. We've had a slight accident, and some miners have gone missing.
We're happy. I'm happy to accept to accompany you to Copper Deep Mine.
Excellent. The rest of you?
As long as there is ale and women plentiful, Captain Hammerhead will accept.
He looks slightly confused at that. We are an all-male mining company, but
that will
pay
do.
is good, and with gold comes women normally. So, I'm sure that will do for you.
Men is also fine.
Yeah. I'm offering 1,000 gold pieces if you're willing to help and rescue the miners.
We accept.
Of course.
We're there.
Palinor thinks about it, but now he gives a stern shake of the head, not answering, still eyeing up the room.
Right. Do you have any questions? He looks quite surprised that this went so much easier than he was expecting.
Why do they need rescuing?
We don't really know. A group of miners went down a few days ago and never really returned. And we've sent a couple of search parties and they haven't come back either. So I was asked by my uncle to come back to town and see if we can find anyone to help.
Strange noises. Fine.
We haven't gone down since the rescue party didn't return. Sorry, I haven't even introduced myself. My name's Fiveville. Fiveville Gravel Braid.
Fiveville Gravel Braid.
Yes.
I shall
I'm
remember
looking
this
for
name.
tough adventurers to go down the mine and rescue the miners and earn some decent money, yeah?
Captain
Sure.
Ham.
Can I do an insight to see through my travels if I've been to Copper Mine and know what they were digging there?
Haven't. I would say for the story, you haven't been to Copper Deep Mine. You can do an insight check to see, if you think he's telling the truth, or if he's withholding something, or if there's more to the story.
Yeah, I think I'll do that to see if there's anything more to the story.
Go for it. Roll insight. You have a good skill of reading people. He is definitely leaving stuff out of the story. Though he doesn't appear to be lying, he does seem to be omitting things. Or at least you feel like.
I'm going to take a step to the front and stand by Ragnar. I still don't believe you're saying is everything.
So I'm going to talk to Fiveville in Dwarvish tongue to see if he's, for the respect of the stout folk, that he answers truthfully to me.
Ragnar, roll persuasion with advantage as you're doing it in Dwarven. And trying to come over as a fellow companion.
Persuasion with advantage.
Yeah, so on your sheet, I think I put it as a toggle at the top. So you can click, see it's advantage, normal, disadvantage.
Advantage, normal, yeah.
Yeah, just click advantage, then click persuasion. And it rolls twice for you and it automatically chooses the highest. 13. He nervously looks around and you can see Ragnar as you're looking into his face, beads of sweat come down. And in Dwarvish he responds, one miner did come back. There was something wrong with them. Everyone's too scared to go down.
Okay. Can you go in any more details with what was wrong with this miner?
He just appears sick, sweating, shaking, and he just keeps murmuring into himself.
I thank Fiveville for the information, for being truthful.
Mhm.
And I share this information with my companions.
No. Okay. Well, I guess there's nothing else to it but to... We could always go and interrogate the man who came back.
Not a bad idea.
He's at Copper Deep Mine with the rest. He was too sick to be moved. I've come on my own. When will you all be ready to leave?
As soon as I polish my warhammer.
As soon as I gain supplies for our journey.
Okay. Well, I'll be in the inn all day, and hopefully we can leave in a few hours. If you'll be ready.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Yep, I'll be ready.
I just simply
It's
nod.
like, Thank you. And he's like really over the top, like really thankful that you've come to help. And he's sort of shaking all your hands. Yeah, he's like, yes, it's smart to get provisions. It's probably a day and a half travel from here.
Then okay then. Shopping montage is his then, my friends.
Can Fivefield show us the way to the nearest supplier that we can buy these?
He'd be like, I don't really know Bardi that well. You'll find most of the shopping area is in Old Town. That's not far from here, just down the road, and he gives you directions to where Old Town is.
I thank you very much. I think we need to head to that town to buy the supplies, potions, revives.
Aye.
So, what, the four of you as a group all barrel out of the Harpy?
The Captain Hammerhead will barrel out of the inn. He's eager to get going.
I want to walk with Rignar, and on the way down, I would like to have a chat with him about what he thinks could be going on, and if he's ever been to the mine.
Okay. Do I roll a insight to see if I've actually been to the mine before?
No. So you just have the conversation.
Okay.
Rignar, you've never been to the mine, but you do have a map of the area. And as you glance at the map, you see that it's Copper Deep Mines is indicated as a ruin, not as a mine.
Okay.
So you might get some insight out of that.
Son of a bitch.
So, Panelor. I've never been to Copper Deep Mine, but there could be something dangerous from what he said. The man was full of sweats, shaking. Could be possessed.
Something cold.
Yes, I haven't heard of this before.
If it's something cold and of a bygone age, I immediately you sense like a dark personality, something darker than me, something I do not want to talk about.
I stare in silence at yourself.
Tim's is like...
Who is this weirdo?
Yeah.
Rignar's just like, help.
The four of you end up leaving the Harpy and you come to the streets. You find Bardi to be this sort of mud brick town full of like, that sort of medieval Arabic style of sort of whitewashed mud brick. It is a fairly small coastal town, rough, falling apart, buildings are in disrepair. Seems to be half the people live in like little wooden structures over actually a decent house. But it's busy, bustling, and there's a lot of trade going on. So what are you looking for? Like a shop, are you?
Grocer or something to grab some rations and stuff, I guess.
Captain Hammerhead will be looking for the armourer.
I'd
See if we can
follow
grab a
Captain
bargain.
Hammerhead to at least to a weaponsmith So I can purchase some more arrows, and then I'll probably look on for an alchemist. Buy some health potions.
You head down to Old Town, where the dwarf had pointed out. Fievel. Yeah, it's not hard to find a blacksmith at all. The smell of charcoal, the banging of metal, it highlights itself. And it's not long until you find a small blacksmith, sort of an open shop with sort of like a fabric sort of top. And you see just a gruff-looking, bearded human just hammering away at what looks like a small dagger as you enter the shop. He has piles of like weapons and armor just like not nicely stacked or anything, just piled onto one side. And he sort of just looks up and gives you a grunt as you enter.
My good fellow,
Yeah.
would you by any chance have some armor of medium caliber for sale?
I do. What are you after? I've got some chain shirt and some scale mail hanging around.
Ooh, how much for the chain shirt?
Chain shirt, he sort of strokes his beard. I could do that for 40 gold pieces.
40 gold?
Rignar steps in and inspects the chain, the armor, knowing that it's not worth 40 gold pieces. So I'm gonna barter with him.
Well, roll your smith's tools intelligence, and then you can investigate the armor, see its quality.
Click smith tool.
Click smith's tools, and then you'll query it, and then click intelligence. 18. This is not a great set of chain. It'll work, but it's not nice. It's cheap. You think it's probably worth maybe 30, 35 at best.
I don't even know that sort of cash. This is unacceptable. Captain Hammerhead leaves.
Does anybody else want anything from the blacksmith while they're there?
Arrow.
Arrows,
At least 20 arrows.
Wouldn't you get that from the Fletcher, not the blacksmith?
I'll say it all come from the same place, just to make it a lot easier for us. The guy nods. He's like, "Oh, I've got lots of arrows," and he strokes his beard again. "I'll do you 20 for a gold piece."
I look
That's a good deal.
curiously at Rignar, see him obviously go yeah, and I purchased 20 for a gold.
Yeah, so just take a gold off your sheet and add 20
Yeah.
arrows to your selection. Does anybody else want anything? Obviously, he sells like all the basic weapons and armor, nothing magical, but anything that makes sense he probably has.
Nothing from me. No
all
armor,
good.
no-
And then, what was it? Panel, you wanted to try and find like a magic-y type shop?
Yeah, need some health potions.
Okay. Not far away from the blacksmith, you find a shop that's called Dragon Artifacts.
Ooh.
It has like a stained glass sort of effect window with like a big dragon in it. It's a fairly well kept together shop compared to most of the buildings around this area.
Right, this bloke's doing well. We definitely have to, like, barter the price on this guy, because he's going to be a rip-off.
You enter the shop and there's a little dingling of a bell, and you see behind the counter a slight female wood elf.
Ooh.
Ginger of hair, long.
Ooh.
Seems to be like wrapped in like a sort of a Arabian-style cloth sort of tunic.
Captain
She just
Hammerhead gets
smiles as you
aroused.
Roll for arousal.
Yeah,
And she just beckons you in. It's like, "Oh, welcome, customers. Please come in. What can I do you for?"
How much do your potions of healing run for, fair maiden?
I actually have in stock 2 healing potions currently. 75 gold pieces each. A good price, if you ask me.
That's quite a bit of money for.
Deep.
Could I interest you in Captain Hammerhead's little hammerhead? instead of the 75 gold.
You can roll persuasion.
Persuasion roll.
She gives you like a weird look. Like, no, but I can't help noticing you're all armed and armored. You don't happen to be fighting types, do you?
That's a perfect way to describe me. A lover and a fighter. And I give her a cheeky wink.
Yes, I have a need of some out-of-town types. I'm willing to give discount on all things in my shop for a job well done.
That could be
What?
of interest.
What kind of job would this be?
She looks around and makes sure like no one else has entered the shop and say, my brother, Arwad, has got himself into a bit of a gambling debt and has been taken hostage by a few thugs. If you could free him, I'm more than happy to give you the healing potions and 50% off everything else in the shop.
Where is he being held?
Yeah, he's in a warehouse on the edge of town.
Oh, okay, that's not too far.
Oh, 1 second, I've got a G phone ringing.
Sake.
The dungeon master hears a call from the other realm. 75 gold though, and she didn't want to have a go on the hammerhead. This bitch is like, she's hiding something.
What was the,
Yeah, I was about to do a perception check on it.
the name?
Oh, we didn't ask her name.
The writing down like West brother Alwood hostage, free him.
The big problem is we're already on a quest.
Stop taking more questions.
Guess who's got a lorry coming at midnight tonight? This boy.
Oh, that's
Oh!
Oh yeah.
Anyway, so yes, she's like, yeah, he got himself into a gambling debt, and we don't have the money to pay it. But if you could bust him out, maybe I can get him out of town.
This explains why your prices are so high.
75 gold is below the going rate.
That's why you have stained glass windows. I know prices. Captain Hammerhead is well travelled.
Yes, and she sort of whispers and brings out. I don't like to ask this, but because you're out of towners, probably don't mind going up against the desert dogs.
Desert dogs?
Can I do an insight into the desert dogs?
Roll history.
History?
Insight is more like trying to tell if someone's lying.
Wouldn't it be
This ain't gonna go well.
nature for desert dogs?
No, nature would be like plants, animals. This is a group, clearly.
What about survival?
Survivor's like finding yourself in the wilderness, finding food in the wilderness.
Yeah, fair one then. Let's
It's just a history check, see if you've heard them, what you're just, yeah, Panel, you're new to this town, you've never heard of the desert dogs.
I will roll about in my brain for the desert dogs.
Yeah, go for it. Yes, Hammerhead, you've heard of the desert dogs since you've arrived. They seem to be a sort of a successful mercenary group, more organized pirates who operate out of Bardi.
I relay this information to the group and say, never fear, they are no match for the mighty Hammerhead.
She's like, yeah, they have a warehouse at the southern end of town. You can't miss it. It's on the end of like a small pier. It's the only one down there. I don't think there's many guards, but you're tough, adventuring types. And she looks really hopeful, like, the big doe eyes and all sorts.
What do you think, guys? I mean,
Before even Hammerhead speaks, I'm going to go over it and just say, right, no matter what these guys will do, I'll take it. Because the darkness that I see what she's suffering is something similar to what I've suffered.
Hey, he's trying to move in. I'm a woman. What's going on there?
Not every woman you see is your woman. I think is the answer to that one.
You clearly haven't read my backstory very in depth. Anything I lay my eyes on is mine. I shall be back for her.
Oh, I'm sure you will.
I remember faces. Especially if they're as fair and beautiful as this fine maiden. Alright, so we're gonna go and rescue her brother and all that good stuff.
I think before we do, a recce of the place might be more advised.
Okay, he's a good sneaky boy. I don't think Captain Hammerhead at 7 foot tall is going to be very sneaky.
Lord Rigner, as he's only 4'5". And
Yeah, you can't.
do-
We'd have to get Rignar a wooden box to stand on.
They're not going to fall into my area of expertise.
Okay.
Although, our unknown colleague, who's been remarkably quiet so far,
Well, it's a gnome. He's hard to see.
could be equally as good.
How tall is our gnomish colleague?
He is 3 foot tall.
So I've basically got to be careful not to step on you.
As you're walking around, I'm just like skipping between your legs.
Do I like prop you on my shoulders like a parrot or like a monkey or something?
Well, we're not that close yet.
Hey, we could cover greater distances quicker that way.
Potentially.
I'm thinking we'll be best friends on this journey.
So are we doing this, taking this woman's offer? We're gonna go with free brother.
We're going to need many potions. I'm having flashbacks of a previous life fighting orcs in a forest and pretty much being disemboweled.
So I'm
I ask her if she can sweeten the deal a bit for us. Maybe a little gold extra.
Roll persuasion.
Jesus, she said she's already in debt.
So she can't afford it.
Oh, terrible.
Yeah, Pindic. I really have no gold to give you, but 2 potions for free. That's 150 gold plus 50% off anything.
that is a pretty sweet deal.
Yeah, I'll accept it.
I'll accept.
we're all in a,
Of everyone.
we're accepting from
We're just accepting everything left, right, and centre. Just
And she gives you like details of where this sort of warehouse dockyard is. It's right down the bottom end of town. It's unmissable, she claims. Just it's the only like sort of dockyard, pier down there. So.
okay. So we're gonna head down to the docks. Panel, are you gonna do some recon?
I could.
Yeah. I'm gonna shout up to you when you're on like a roof or something. What do your elf eyes see? Your elf eyes from Specsavers, because they're apparently better than mine.
Yeah. Yeah, fine, whatever.
There's gonna be lots of quotes. So
The 4 of you head down there, do you?
I think it might be best if we head down, but not as a group of 4, probably say individuals or maybe groups of 2.
or like us 3 like hide off in an alleyway and you like scope it out or whatever. We'll stay very under the radar.
Close by. Yeah, and then I'll try and sneak in and see what I can ascertain.
Okay.
We're gonna need a signal in case things go badly.
Wave your arms up in the air.
Yeah, it's your signal.
Good.
It's me, it's me.
I like that.
What?
Kadoka. I'm a G-pad.
I could easily just shoot an arrow or something like that.
Right, but we'll have like a second recon. So if we see him get captured, or whatever, then we'll have to go in and save him.
We're gonna go in there anyway. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. So Panther is scouting out.
Before you head down towards the docks, and if you're walking along the coast, it's obvious as you come round where this pier is. It sticks out from the coastline. This area of town seems quieter. It's no longer like a thick, busy, bazaar type area. It's a very dirty, rundown warehouse area. And as you approach the pier itself, there's virtually no one else around.
Ooh.
So, 3 of you hanging back while Panelor moves forward.
Yeah.
Can I get a perception on the immediate area to begin with first?
So, you're looking at the coast and just sort of glancing at it.
Yeah, so I can just glance, take in, and see if I can spot anything that.
You're a few hundred foot off, I say, just on the shore. That's not too suspicious. Roll a perception.
Panelor, what do your hellfire see?
So, Panelor, you see a sort of pier that leads out to like a sort of wooden pontoon island that has a sort of small warehouse on top. The pier that connects to the shoreline has 2 towers next to it. It's short, small, only like a story tall. And you notice a few figures walking around. Not many, maybe 3 or 4. But at this distance, you can't really make out what they're armed with. How deadly they are.
I relay this on to my colleagues.
So towers are on the pier.
Yeah, it seems to be like making a gatehouse almost that protects the pier that leads to this little wooden island structure they've created.
This would make it very difficult. We might have to look for another way inside.
I agree with that. I don't want to make a frontal charge.
Not unless you with your amazing bow skills could take out all the guards in one arrow.
I just give you a stern, look to say that's just not possible.
Can I roll a perception to see if there's any, I don't know, there's like a sewer grate or whatever that I can use?
Bardi doesn't really have a sewer system. It's more of a chuck it out of your window kind of town.
Okay.
And as you glance around, you don't notice any kind of sewer grates or anything. And you might think this probably wouldn't be very helpful, seeing as it's a wooden pontoon out at sea.
Rignar speaks to Hunter, Captain Hammerhead and Pindick, because Panelor's too far away, I believe. But
I haven't quite moved off just yet.
Oh, right. Oh, well, I'll speak to the rest of the group then. Maybe we need to cause a distraction further down the road for them to leave the barn unguarded, so at least one of us, the smallest of us, potentially Pindick, to venture in unseen.
That's a good idea. Could start a fire somewhere, and maybe they'll rush out.
I would say I'm quite the flute player, quite adept at distractions for that.
Ooh.
That could be it.
Should we set up a market stand, see the magical gnome play the flute?
I mean, I could start playing and skip down the street, see if that distracts anyone.
That's a good idea. I like that idea.
I just nod.
And if we really need to, we could try and swim underneath the pier and then climb up.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
That's backup plan. If everyone is in agreement, go little flute man.
Okay. So as Panel will come back to the group after this little I'm gonna go check it out mission.
Yeah.
So Pindick skips down the road. Give me a performance check, Pindick, as you try and distract them with your flute playing.
Yes. Romance.
I love how the music's kicked in now.
That's perfectly timed.
Ooh, a solid
skip-
12.
Yeah, skip along the road, playing your flute. And as you pass the gatehouse, you notice it's not particularly like a gate as you come past. It's more like a chain, sort of, just pulled across to stop like carts and people wandering up there. And there's a guard just stood there, and he sort of watches you as you dance past. And he just gives a smile. It's like, "Hey, gnome, you're pretty good." And he flicks you a silver.
Ah, dude's making money already.
Whilst he flicks me a silver, can I notice anything else around there?
Oh, Robson.
Ugh, terrible.
You notice this gentleman is only wearing leather armor, and he's armed with a scimitar, and he has a light crossbow at his side. Ooh, 10. You notice that the left-hand tower, the door is slightly ajar, and there's light coming from it. And that's all you really glance.
Okay. I shall take my silver and take a long loop around to go back to the group.
Okay.
And relay to them what I've seen closer up.
Right. So, plan didn't work. Didn't really distract him. We made a silver. Well, Pindick made a silver. If we go with this plan, we're not going to need to rescue the guy. We'll just, like, rob all of their silver through Pindick's flute playing. And then we'll just buy the potions.
I'll just ask, how many guards was guarding that ajar door just off to the side of it? Was it just that one guard?
So, what I'll say, Pindick, is you notice the one guard who was at the chain fence.
Yeah.
As you look down the pontoon, you saw two other guards actually on the sort of wooden island, and a dog with them, who are just mulling around. They won't seem to be doing anything in particular.
Okay, so there's 3 outside and potentially more inside.
The dog.
And a dog, but we won't hurt the puppy.
Sorry.
Well, I won't hurt the puppy. What do we reckon, gang? Could we take them? But the problem is, if anyone inside hears, they could kill the brother, and then we definitely won't get our potions.
Well,
Unless he happens to have
that's
them.
why we're here all day.
Oh, if we just start bludgeoning them to death just for for the sake of it, they'll either probably assume that we're police or something like that and try to save him, or just try to save him. Unless they got contraband.
Joe, roughly how far is the towers and defence, say, from another building?
20 foot. So there's like buildings along the coastline, and there's like a path that goes in between the buildings and these sort of like little guard towers.
Oh, we get Spencer. Are you thinking what I'm thinking that you're gonna do?
Take the high ground.
Take the high ground. We'll do a night raid. You're gonna shoot an arrow tied to some rope. Then we're gonna sneak across.
It is mid-morning currently.
Mid-morning. We're gonna have to wait a while.
Deserty country.
So it doesn't. How dark does it get at night time?
It gets dark. Like there's not really like a town that's street lit or anything.
Okay.
That would definitely aid in a more stealthily approach to enter.
Are we not on a time limit for 5-0?
You never
You only said a few hours. So.
He said a few hours. I suppose we could always go back to the inn and say, look, we've had to accept another quest in order to do your quest. Look, I'm sure the people in Copper Deep Mine aren't going anywhere anytime soon. Like, they got lost down there, so... If anything, we're giving them more time to come out of their own accord. It's either that or we storm the front and hope that they don't kill the guy.
If they kill him, they won't get the money, which is what they want.
She didn't say she needed him alive.
That is a fair point. I mean, we could always return his remains to her, and I'm sure she'd be grateful for that at least. She's got him back.
He does die, would just say, look, this is what they slaughtered him. It wasn't our fault. We tried to save him.
We could try and lure them out.
I think that might be the best idea. Getting them
Ooh.
outside of the barn.
Right, I've got an idea. Right, who's got the best... Look, Rignar, you've got pretty solid armour, haven't you?
To a certain point, yeah.
It's probably more solid than mine. Right, what we do is, like, you stand at, like, the end of the pier, you can shout at the guard and call him names, get him angry, get him to, like, attack you, come out, challenge him to, like, one-on-one combat or something.
What I'll say is, because you've all seen the pier, I'll take you to the battle map, and then you can decide what you want to do from there.
Oh, okay, yeah, that'll help.
Ooh.
Okay, so
Because there are buildings here and you can't see inside them, but if you moved around, say, you get a bit of an angle. So I'll let you move up and down this path to see what's around.
right, got a plan. Like,
I've already gone round here.
Yeah, I'll say all of you can move up and down the path, just have a look. Like, it's not like in game you're actually moving up and down the path, having a good look, but you've all seen enough that you could have a little wander to see what the situation's like. So, like, this barrier here, it's only a chain. Like, you can duck under it, jump over it.
I'm thinking Rignar, with his nice solid armor, could challenge this man to a one-on-one, and we can ambush him. Like, I can come out from the side with my warhammer, smack him in the back of the head. That's an easy takedown. I mean, those other guys are pretty far back. If they start to rush us, I mean, Palanor and I are pretty decent with a bow.
Yeah. Okay.
So distract, take down.
Would you like some epic battle music for your challenge?
Oh, but play him
That might
in.
encourage him.
Play him in, Gnome.
Joe, can I get on top of one of the building facing direct, like, so basically on here? Can I climb onto that?
That's it. This one.
Yeah.
All the buildings are fairly climbable, like, they're not difficult, but it's pure daylight, and you're, like, right in front of them.
Yeah.
Go down the alleyway and then climb up.
I've got another idea what I want to do, but it's going to be like, if we're going to go in, it'll be like my first move was to get the high ground.
Yeah, you could obviously, like, sneak up the back of the building and then sort of crawl along the roof and be ready.
That sounds like a plan. Like, Hammerhead will be waiting in the alleyway to run out and brain the dude.
Okay.
Panelor, give me an athletics check as you try to climb the back of the building to get on top. So yeah, you try to get up. You, like, boost yourself up a barrel, like you find a crate. You just tumble back down to the ground.
Hammerhead will. How tall is the building?
You're a single-story building.
Right, Hammerhead will come along, being a 7-foot behemoth, and he'll give you a boost.
Panelor, you can roll athletics with advantages. Hammerhead gives you a hand.
I got a nice big flat head, so you should be able to, like, stand on that pretty well.
Yeah, with 15, you easily scramble on top of the building, and I can say you can sit anywhere around here on top, just like laying down so they don't spot you. So the rest of you, you're waiting in the alleyway, apart from Rignar, who's going to go up and insult the guy.
Yeah.
Say some fine words to this gentleman. Okay, is everyone ready?
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep my distance.
I have my Warhammer drawn ready.
So I'm going to keep my distance so he can actually come out. But I basically say, "Oi, you!" Just swearing at him, cursing him. I can't really do that, seeing that the kids are awake at the moment.
I get it.
Yeah, you get what I mean.
Yeah, the guy just looks at you and is like, "What are you doing, man? Do you not know where you are? I'd put that tongue back in your mouth if I was you, before I force it down your throat."
I pull out my sword in a menacingly manner, encouraging him to fight me one-on-one, while still insulting
Roll
him.
intimidation.
Make sure I'm not on advantage.
Nah, just regular. 11. He just gently brings up his light crossbow and aims it at you. So walk along before I have to pull this trigger.
Tell him that he's a coward for using a ranged weapon.
Am I able?
Able to what?
I was thinking of charging.
Yeah, you can charge. If you want to charge, just say charge, and then we'll roll initiative.
Yeah,
Because obviously, you've brought out your weapon, you've insulted him, and you go to move. Is who moves quicker, his trigger finger or your charge?
Right. I'm going to charge him with sword and shield in hand.
All right. Everyone roll initiative.
Initiative. Did that do it?
Yeah.
Oh. Initiative. There we go. Oh.
Yeah.
It already went through. God damn it,
Yeah.
delays. I'll take the 21, please.
Did you roll 21 first?
Yeah, in the order of sequence.
You're at the top anyway.
You're at the top anyway, but yes. So, Hammerhead, you see this going on. Rignar is insulting the guy, a crossbow is drawn, you decide to act. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna go out there, my hammerhead. I need. Where's the thing for? Like the man's what? Here or something?
You can't see him. He's there.
I
Around
will.
the corner from you.
Let me. So that's what 25 there.
Yep.
That's 30 there. So I'll rush up to him, hammer drawn, and I will take a mighty swing at him with my warhammer.
Go for it. Yeah, you connect with the warhammer and smash in his side. He's standing, angry.
I was like, ha! Didn't see that one coming, did ya?
You doing anything else, Hammerhead, or are you done? You
That,
got bonus action. I don't think.
I will call that my turn. My bonus actions are like more healy, random stuff.
Panlor, combat seems to have subsided. You're on top of the building.
Hey. I'm going to use my Dread Ambusher.
Yep. On the guy that Hammerhead's engaged, is it?
I'm just going to use it first. I'm going to move a little bit to there so I can get a bit more of a straight shot down there.
Yep.
Right, I'm going to do it on the first guy with my longbow. And I want to aim, if I can, I want to aim just giving Hammerhead's head. I'm just trying to just nail this guy.
Go for it. 20 definitely hits. What's that? 12 points of damage. This guy looks bad. As you hit him with an arrow, he staggers backwards, but he's still standing, but barely. In a matter of a second, Hammerhead just swung around the corner, smashed him, and you just hit him like right in the shoulder.
Perfect shot.
And all I do is just sling another arrow prepared and just get ready for the next one. Just purely focused. And that's me done.
Twice.
Panelor looks like a beautiful silhouette on on the top of the building.
Panel, don't you get to shoot twice on your first round?
Yes, I do actually. Just reminded me, thanks for that.
That's alright, man.
Is that, do I need to keep Dread Ambush ticked on again?
No, I think it's only the first. I don't read it.
First.
What it says.
I think it's the first.
I think it's only just one of the attacks.
Yeah.
I saw your turn.
Oh, the target needs to, yeah, I've done that. And I do one additional attack.
Yeah, it's a second attack that
Yeah.
the damage should apply to, but it doesn't matter. We'll just apply to the first one.
Yeah. And then
Right.
I'll just do again.
Yeah, you just drop him. 1 arrow, 2 arrows. He collapses.
And I'll just prep for what's next.
Alright. As you prep for what's next, you hear the barking of a dog who's let loose.
Ah. A puppy!
He's gonna use his action to keep moving as well. So all it can do in his turn. I think we say, oh, give me 40. Shit. Gets that close. Rignar, you're up.
Right. Okay. So I'm just. So I'm gonna step in front of Hammer.
Okay.
But with sword and shield raised.
Do you want to do anything else? You've got rage, and you still got your action. Technically, you can like move double as an action. What you can also do is you can say, "I'm going to hold my action if X happens." So you can be like, "I'm going to hold my action if an enemy gets close to me, I'll hit them." Out of your turn.
Yeah, that was my idea of just standing my ground, waiting for the dog to come at us, so then react. That's my turn, yeah.
So you hear shouting coming from up the pier, and Rignar, you turn to your side as a man steps out and is just like, "What's going on here?" And he sees you. You get your swing because you're holding your attack, so you can swing at him as he comes through the door, just reactionary if you want, or you can wait for the dog.
I'll react to him.
Alright. Just swing at him.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, you crash into him with your longsword, and you do some significant damage. As he just draws his scimitar and just as he swings at you, Rignar. He rolls a 18. Okay. He slashes you with his scimitar, and you take 4 points of slashing damage. That's his turn. The other two. They both move forwards, and they bring up their light crossbows and loose. Probably both at Rignar, as he's right at the front. One crossbow bolt comes and misses the second one. Both of them just go wide past you, Rignar, as you're engaged with this gun. That's them done.
I'm not used to fighting a dwarf.
They're like, what? What are we shooting at? Can't see it.
Yes, shield standing up.
That man just seems to have a round-legged shield.
Pindick, you're up.
Yep. Move up here. I can't actually see how many feet I've got. Am I doing something wrong there?
There's a ruler that you can use. Oh, you should have 25, I think, as a gnome.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much I've moved. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, so you moved 20. You started here.
Okay. Can't go
So you
that far. I wish to move up to there and then cast Dancing Lights.
Well, you can't see dancing.
How do I show that on here? Do I just draw somewhere?
Just draw something.
Okay. So normally it's 4 lights, but I can combine them into one
Super
glowing shape. which
Yeah.
I want to put.
Do you want an orb of light somewhere?
They glow out there. Oh, that's a bit. Can you see that?
Give me a second. I'll give you an orb if you want.
Up, yeah. Just an orb up there.
Have an orb. Where do you want it? Sorry.
About 3 squares. Up to. Yeah, around there. As a bit of a distraction.
Yes, the other way.
Yeah.
Okay. Do anything else, Pindick? You got bonus action, or was it your bonus action to cast it? No. It's
There's not really a whole lot else I can do, so that'll be it. Actually, can I do inspiration? That's a bonus,
inspiration.
isn't it?
I believe so. I never played a bard,
Yep.
so I don't really.
And I'll cast Bardic Inspiration on Rignar.
You want to tell me what that means?
Yep. So
He gets an advantage. Roll.
that creature gains 1 Bardic Inspiration die, a d6, and then once within the next 10 minutes, you can roll that die and add that number onto an ability check, an attack roll, or a saving throw. You can wait until after you've rolled the d20, but it has to be before the DM says whether you succeed or not.
Yeah. So
So you
basically,
get an extra
swing.
d6. Yeah.
If you think you miss, roll it. You can roll an extra d6 for free. Okay. And out of the door down there towards the warehouse, you see a large, barrel-chested man who seems to be in heavier armor, a wild beard going all directions, and he clutches a scimitar as he's just like, "What's going on out here?" He sees you, and he's going to charge down. Well, he barely sees you, actually. Let me roll perception. Because the bright light, he can make out there's like fighting going on, but he can't see you very well, so he's going to move as far forward as he can. It's the end of his turn. Hammerhead, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to step alongside Rignar. That's only 10 feet, so that's all good. And I'm going to take a swing at the man in front of me with my warhammer.
Do it.
Do it. Two-handed.
That's a miss, I'm afraid.
Damn. In that case, then I'm going to use what's it called? Action surge, so I can take an additional action. So I'll take another swing with my warhammer.
Go for it. Again, miss.
God damn it!
You rolled a 2 and a 5.
I'll just tally off my action surge, so I can't use it, and that will end my turn.
Alright. Panlo, you're up.
I want to relay on that we've got one to the group below. We've got one coming in, heavy army. I'm going to deal with the crossbowman.
Mhm.
So I can see this one a lot more.
Because of the bright light that Pindick has created, you may find it quite difficult to notice them, like to spot them. So any shot at them will be at disadvantage, but any shot towards you from them is also at disadvantage as they're trying to aim through this bright, like blinding light.
Shoot the dog!
Do.
Hey Sedge, how you doing?
Can you make a
Yeah, we're
difficult
doing
shot
some
at the 3 at the
D&D.
back, or an easier shot at the 2 at the front?
I'm going to make an easier shot then. And I will aim for the dog.
Not the
Dog.
puppy!
Bring him down.
And I will longbow him again.
You
Ooh.
smack the dog with an arrow, and it yelps in pain and flops off the side of the pier into the water and with a sploosh.
Oh, not the puppy! I was gonna like own it, and I was gonna like give it dog treats and everything.
I just refocus my eyes onto my next target, and I'm going to Hunter's Market.
The nearest guy.
Yeah.
Right, here's Hunter's Mark. The dog doesn't have a turn because he's dead. Rick, no, you're up.
Rigna, I'm going to, as a bonus action, rage. No, do I not get a bonus action?
Yeah. Every turn you get an action, bonus action, and movement. And you do them in
Action,
any order you like.
Right. Okay. So I'm going to rage. And I'm just going to blow my top off again. I've had enough of this already. I just want this over and done with.
We've already killed a dude in the dark.
I'm not happy with the first guy who didn't take up my offer of a fight. That's what's really pissed me off. So I'm gonna.
What's pissed you off is Palanor killed a dog.
Oh, I'm happy with that.
You bastard!
I'm gonna attack the closest guy to me.
Go for it.
Obviously, with longsword but raging.
It's a miss.
I
You're
blew the
just so
top.
angry.
So angry, I can't concentrate at this moment.
I'd like to think after Palanor shot the dog, it's like a telltale sort of game. It just says Captain Hammerhead will remember this.
Yeah, I'm going to move just behind him. So if he was to disengage at any point,
Yeah,
he's
kind of blocking his way.
Yeah, and that's me done.
This guy, looking quite surrounded, is going to. He's going to panic. He's going to move back. Hammerhead, you get an opportunity attack if you want, as he moves out of your engagement.
I will gladly take.
Swing at him.
We'll take a nice mighty swing.
Oh, you absolutely clip him as he turns away from you. He's going to move back around you, Rignar, and then he's going to swing with his scimitar at you.
Okay.
He rolls. 18 again.
Oh, yeah, he hits.
These guys roll well.
All your guys are all well.
I don't know why. You take 3 points of slashing damage halved, so you take 1 point.
1 point.
The two at the back, they're blinded by the light, but they try and take 2 shots. One at Rignar at disadvantage, and he fails miserably, and he's going to take 1 shot at Captain Hammerhead.
No!
Both shots just go wide as they can't see really past the light. Pindick, you're up.
Good work, Pindick.
Yep. I shall move up to here. I will then cast Heat Metal on the heavily armored guy.
Ooh.
That will stop the bouncing lights, though.
They're both concentration, are they?
Yeah.
Alright, the light disappears as you cast Heat Metal. What's he got to do for Heat Metal? Constitution saving throw, is it?
DC 12 Constitution save.
Where is he? He rolls a 15. So does he take half damage, does he? Or something? What does it say for passes?
I'll actually put it in. No, I did try and put it in, but it wouldn't. There.
Yeah.
Any...
You have to target an object on him, don't
Yeah, his
you?
armor.
Okay. The creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or drop the object if it can. Oh, so it takes damage anyway.
Yeah.
If it doesn't drop the object, it has disadvantage. Can it drop its armor?
No, but what I'm saying is, like, choose it. It passed it, that's one thing.
Yeah. So I assume he can rip his armor off because it is burning him.
That'd probably
There we
take
go.
a little while, wouldn't it, though?
Oh yeah, so he passes, but he still has all the negative effects. He's just got to take his armor off, which he can't because it takes like a minute.
Okay,
Alright.
so if it doesn't drop the object, it has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of his next turn. But he also takes the 11 fire damage.
Yes. Alright.
Yep.
Okay. Are you doing anything else, Pindick?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, this guy's going to 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. As he's like, his armor's glowing red hot and he's angry and pissed, he's going to swing at Rignar with his scimitar. For a 16?
17, no. Miss.
He swings again with the scimitar.
Cool.
For a 12, misses, and then he brings a dagger out and tries to jam it inside. He misses again. So 3 swings and he misses all of them.
I've raised my shield up and I've just literally bashed them all away.
Hammerhead drop.
Hammerhead will stride alongside Rignar. That's what 10 foot of movement, and I'm going to take a mighty swing at the big guy.
Go for it. That's on the big guy.
Yeah.
Miss.
Damn. I do have my other thingy, don't I? Second wind. On your turn, you can use bonus action to regain. Oh no, that's regaining hit points. Never mind. That's my turn.
Panel, you're up.
So I was hunted more the guy just in front of Ignar. I'm just going to focus purely on him, draw my bow, and with Hunter's Mark engaged, see if I can smack another one out.
Oh, Jesus. So a crit doubles your damage die. So that's what, 12, 26 points of damage. He
That guy's
drops
down.
just straight through the forehead and just collapses.
Oh.
And with that,
Brutality.
I'm so in the zone now,
Mm.
and I just move my Hunter's Mark back to this guy.
Which one?
That guy.
The back guy.
Back
Yeah.
guy.
So,
I'm gonna pick
That
off.
guy.
so
Wait,
Rignar
and
gets.
and all I'm going to say is, guys, you focus on the big guy, leave the back guys to me.
And I like Rignar's probably like sprayed in blood like across his face, and my knees are probably sprayed in blood.
Rignar, you're up.
Okay.
This big guy seems to know what he's
big
doing.
guy.
It's swinging at you with scimitar
Yeah.
and a dagger.
So I'm raging still. I'm gonna pull out my longsword. I've still got my longsword out, but I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna attempt to go for a slashing damage with him.
Yes, you cut straight into him. And he yelps in pain. But is still standing.
Still standing.
Still standing.
Okay. I'm just gonna move forward a square. So I've trampled on this dead guy's body.
I'd like to think that you
Pushed it.
kick him off the side.
Yeah, kicked him off to the side. It was
Don't do that. I want my arrows back.
Pull out the arrow. It might be hard to get your arrow back when it's embedded in his skull.
The 2 guys at the back. The one that's been hunted mark is going to shoot at Rignar. No longer at disadvantage because the sun blinding light is gone. He rolled a 14, so he misses with his crossbow. The other one shoots at Hammerhead for a 19.
That would hit.
oh,
Okay, the crossbow slams into your side. You take 8 points of piercing damage from the crossbow bolt.
-8. Gah! 'Tis but a scratch.
Pindick, you're up.
And I pull it out and toss it on the floor.
I can't really do a lot, so I'll just use my bonus action to cause the same fire damage again. It just continues without doing another spell slot. So,
Alright, roll damage. Yeah, it's concentration then. You gotta use your bonus action.
that's another 10 fire damage.
He is not looking healthy, as his
Oh.
armor is glowing hot and burning him. It's like cooking him alive. You done, Pindick?
Yeah, that's all I was going to do.
What's he gonna do? Seeing how damaged Hammerhead is, he's going to angrily swing his scimitar. Hammerhead for the first one. He rolls a 24.
That would hit.
You take 9 points of slashing damage. He brings his scimitar up again. He rolls a 13,
That's my AC.
so he hits you. Need to improve that, man. Need to improve that. 5 points of slashing damage,
Yeah.
and then he tries to drive a dagger into Rignar.
oh, okay.
And he rolls a 2, so he misses.
Oh, great.
Spit on it. I spit on his dagger.
Hammerhead, you're up.
Hammerhead is not happy about that. So he's going to use his warhammer.
That misses. He blocks it.
This is. And then for my bonus action, I'm going to use Second wind. What 1d10 for my. So roll 1d10.
So 1d10 plus fighter level or something, isn't it?
1d10 plus my fighter level. So what? 3.
Mm-hmm.
So 1d10. 4.
So 7.
I get 7 hit points back.
Okay. Panelor, unless you're moving, Hammerhead, you're not moving, are you?
No.
Nah.
So,
Panelor.
I know there's something bad going on. I've just heard Hammerhead shout out, but that's just not breaking my concentration. So I'm just going to keep Hunter's marking. The guy I've targeted, I'm just going to aim straight between his eyes again.
Go for it.
Ooh.
15, I think 15's a hit. Yeah, 15 hits.
Ooh.
You do 11 points of damage. That guy's not looking good as he staggers backwards with an arrow in his gut.
God damn it. That's all I'll say, as I then notch another arrow and reline up, prepared to go again. And that's my turn.
Alright. Rignar, you're up.
Okay.
Hammerhead's taking a beating.
Yeah. So my plan is to, with my shield and me being a dwarf but really tough, is to barge this guy out of the way to protect Hammerhead from taking another hit.
Yep. So to do that, you have to roll athletics. And he gets to roll athletics to try and force you back, or acrobatics to dodge out of the way. So the defender gets a choice between which they think they're better at, and you get to roll athletics to push him.
Okay, so I just click athletics on my.
Yep. And then if his is better than yours, he beats you. If yours is better than him, he beats him.
Okay.
You haven't used your bardic inspiration yet, have you? Ah,
No, I
if you
haven't.
wanted it.
No, sorry. Yeah, I'm good with 25.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a crit.
He rolls a 24. He also
Ooh.
crit, but he's got a +4 to his athletics, not a +5. So you shove him, and he topples over and splashes into the water below.
Is he now going to drown?
I'm
Is it
guessing
deep?
like that.
Is it deep or shallow water?
It's deep, like boats come this way. He's probably not going to drown, though. He's soon better being cooled off from all the burning armor.
Oh dear.
But you're 5 foot up. It's going to be difficult for him to get back up. What would you like to do, Rignar?
There's no
As your
way.
action to push him
Yeah.
off.
Well, I'm not going to go reckless. I don't see the point in that. But I've got movement, but I don't want to move out of the way from Hammerhead. I'm there with my shield, just protecting him from the crossbows and everything still.
So you're going to stay there and take all the shots?
Yeah.
Alright. These guys, they're going to bring the crossbows up, and yeah, they're going to launch straight into you, Rignar. So one light crossbow bolt comes and rolls a 19.
Hit.
Alright, you take, oh, it's a d8. 5 points of piercing damage, halved, because you're raging.
That's 2.
So the second shot is a 7. So that goes
No,
just wide as they panic, and they fall back 5, 10. And they go inside the building. Okay, oh, this one can't make it. It gets right to the entranceway. Pindick, you're up.
Okay. Can I come up, stand between Hammerhead's legs, and then reach out and use Cure Wounds on Rignar?
Yes, you can.
What's this little hand touching
There
my
you
backside?
go. Little healing for you.
Stop rubbing my
Rignar, you get-
backside.
You get 5
You don't need
points of healing
to heal Rignar. He's
get
blocking everything.
Take
Rignar's
5
small.
points.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Rignar's small. He
Just
dodges.
step back and so you don't spend end your 10 in the same spot.
Okay. With my bonus action, can I still carry on damaging the guys in the water?
I'll do a con save for him, and if he fails, he takes the damage because he's in the water. It's cooling him off.
Fair enough.
Yeah, he fails. So yeah, he takes the damage again.
Okay. Here we go. For 11 fire.
Yeah, he's looking bad as he's like boiling below you in the water.
Love it, the sound effects.
Love it.
You done it, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, he's going to desperately start trying to take his armor off. And he swims a little bit back. Hammerhead, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna just drop my warhammer at my feet and draw my longbow.
Mhm.
and I'm going to shoot the guy in the water with my longbow.
Okay. As he just sort of, you shoot him right between the throat, and he just starts bobbing up backwards.
Yeah! And then I'm going to move up a little bit. Just a little bit. And that will end my turn.
Hanlor, you're up. The guy you hunter's marked has moved inside the building.
Yeah, so I let out a very loud sigh and just go. I just aim at the next guy and just release another one.
You got clear shot in him, haven't you?
Yeah.
21, yeah, you clip him in the shoulder. But he's still standing. This guy hasn't taken any damage up to this point. Are you done, is it?
Yeah, that's me done.
Rignar, you're up.
Okay, so I am going to 25 foot, but I can move double.
Yeah, as your action.
At my action, so let's go. That's 25, wasn't it? And yeah, so that one.
When you're doing the arrow thing, if you right click, you like save a spot, so you can do like. So you can check it out.
Okay, so where was I? I was about there. Right click.
See? Yeah.
Yeah. So where was I? There. Happy days. That is me done.
Alright, it is the bad guys. The one that's running through the door is going to aim his crossbow at you, Rignar, as you're charging across the bridge. Take a shot. He rolls a 14, which I don't think hits you. As he steps inside the building. And that's them. Pindick, you're up.
Okay.
For now, all bad guys seem to have disappeared.
Yep. Can I step just into here to have a quick look?
You can open up the door and have a look. You can just drag your token in there.
No. Not let me now.
Yeah,
Make sure you got your cursor selected in your thing.
There we go. Yeah. So just inside, so that was 10 foot. Don't see anything inside.
Like a little chair and like a lamp set up and some chairs, and there's a few like crates in the corner. Seems to be like a storage restroom type area.
Okay. Then I'll go back to the other side, open this door, and just have a check inside.
Right. You look through here. It's just full of barrels.
Okay.
Yeah.
10, 25, and step back out then. That'll be my move.
Big bad guy's dead. Hammerhead, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna move backwards, recover my warhammer.
Mhm.
So that was what, 10?
Yeah, it was 10.
And then 5, 10, 15, 20, and then I'll move up.
Okay, you still got your action. Like I'll say picking up the hammer is a free action. You're not contesting with anyone or trying.
Yeah, then I'll move up another 30 feet. So it's 30 up to there. So alongside Rignar.
Oh,
yeah.
sorry. Hammerhead, you done?
Yeah, that'll be me done.
Panlor.
So I'm going to climb down and start making my way along the pier.
Yeah, dropping down is a free thing. Like it's not a skill just to drop down one story.
Make sure I get the right distance. And I'll click. Advance up. Keeping my eyes focused. Part of my hunter's mark is I still know where my target is located. I've got like that feeling.
Yeah, you know he is close. He's in the vicinity.
Close. Yeah, I know he's in there still. And I shut down to Vignar, like to say, be careful.
Cheers. I appreciate the info.
Is that you done, Panel?
Yeah.
All right, Rignar, you're up.
Okay, so I am going to move double my movement.
Yeah. Do you guys see there's a door there? Like I made.
Yeah,
it clear.
could just about to see it. Yeah.
I should make it more clear next time.
So about there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I can move to anyway.
I
yeah.
was gonna say, as you look down the
can't see
building, you
door.
see there's another door here.
Oh, right, okay. I don't see a door on the bottom part, but yeah, I see the door up the top there.
Yeah.
Okay. That's me.
All right. These guys are doing stuff inside. Pindick.
Yep. I will just run up to join everyone.
Someone grab the fat guy's armor for me.
Joe, can I just ask a question quick? Rage, because I didn't do any attacking in that move.
So rage will drop for you now because you didn't attack, and no one attacked you. But I was saying if anyone attacked you and before the beginning of your next turn, otherwise it will drop at the beginning of your next turn.
Okay.
So you don't have to attack every turn, but you have to be attacked or attacked.
Yeah. Okay. So if I don't get attacked by the time it comes around to my turn again,
Yeah, it
I
drops.
lose it. Okay, got you.
You can redo it, but you've only got like what 2 uses?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, with the rest. All right, Pindick, you move forwards.
Yeah. I can dash actually, can't I?
Yeah, dash is an action.
That just doubles my distance.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4. There.
Big guy's dead. Hammerhead, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna stack up on this door, so that's 15 feet to be like next to the door.
Oh, there's the door.
Uh,
Yeah, there's a door there and there's a door on the other side.
Okay.
okay, and I'm gonna wait for my fellow adventurers before going inside.
Hanlor, you're up. Your party's charging ahead.
Yeah, so I'm dashing up, and at the same time, I'm going to swap to my dual wielding swords,
Nice.
and I will call across to say, Ragnar, I'll back you up.
Why does no one
Ragnar,
want to be
you're
near Hammerhead? This is
So
racism.
that's 30 feet
Mhm.
to the door. Yeah, that is the door. Can
Yeah.
I see inside it? Yeah. I'm just gonna move it to the door.
Okay. The door is closed, so
Door's closed, right? Okay, yeah, to the door. That's me done because I had to use my action to get that 30 foot.
okay. They're doing stuff. Pindick, you're up.
I will move up to here. That's 25. And then just one more there. So dash to there. And I'll wait there.
Hammerhead, back round to you. Hammerhead.
Hammerhead, right? So I've got Pindick stacked up on my door. I'm gonna step there. That's 5 feet. Now, what is the door closed? So I can't see in.
Yeah, it's closed.
Okay then. I'm going to. Can I use my hammer to bash open the door?
You can. It would be your action, so it would be your attack action to attack the door.
Yeah,
So I'd make you roll athletics to try and smash the door in.
okay, I'll do that because I'm assuming they're probably going to have locked it or something anyway.
More than likely. All right, roll athletics. See if you smash the door in.
Athletics.
Yeah, so you smash the door with your warhammer and it crumples inwards. As the door collapses, a crossbow bolt flies at you. Ahead.
Oh, this.
They crit with the crossbow bolt.
Oh no!
Oh, crap!
No.
Great.
Hammerhead, you take 15 points of piercing damage.
So, what happens is I'm like, as I collapse onto the floor.
Didn't know Hammerhead's turn. Panlor, you're up.
Oh, crap. Right. Are you down or what?
I am
He's
on the floor going
floor.
with a crossbow bolt sticking out my neck.
Seeing Hammerhead drop, I'm like, shit. Ragnar, just get in there. And I'm going to charge up to. Let me just make sure. You're like. Yeah, I've got it. So I'm going to charge up to. Yeah.
Mhm.
And I can just see the target I Hunter's marked earlier, just see him. I was like, you know what? I might not like this bloody elf half the time.
What?
But
You've only like just met me. How can you not say you like me? Hammerhead thinks in his unconscious state.
I'm just gonna pull out my longbow, aim straight at my Hunter's mark, and just release a shot straight at him.
Go for it. Oh, that definitely makes contact. And this guy, he's not even looking at you. He's looking at the other door in the other corner. Just drops down.
Rignar, you're clear.
Is that you done?
That's me
Hang
done.
on. Rignar, you're up.
Okay, so I'm going to again. I'm guessing the door's locked and closed on this side.
Yeah, if you try the door handle, it doesn't open.
Yeah, so I'm going to take a good run up at it
Mhm.
and just barge down the door.
Okay.
Is that possible to travel then and 5 feet?
I would
feet
say
in?
don't even count the feet. It's just you backing up, you smashing it. We won't put it into movement. It's fine.
So to that point, yeah.
Yeah, but you roll athletics.
I just looked across and saw that said pot of greed, Exodia.
Okay,
But that's your action to smash it.
that's my action to smash it. And now You said that wasn't counting any movement.
So you've still got 20 movement left.
I can't move through that, so I'm going to just come to the edge.
You do the measure and you can click, and then you.
So 20 movement. Yeah. That's me done. I can't.
Oh, thank you, Todd.
The last.
Thanks for the sub with Prime.
Looks around. He's got one door, people pouring in, another door, someone else just rushing in the back. He's like,
Yeah.
He just throws his crossbow down at the ground and puts his hands up. I surrender! I surrender!
I'm gonna have to.
And that's his turn.
You're a gem.
I step in. I see him starting to surrender and move forward
You're a gem.
and kick him in the knee. I kick him to the ground.
Yeah, so just do an attack to see if you connect first.
I'll do it as a weapon attack then.
Yeah. It's not
Without
damage,
damage.
it's just to see if you connect. Yeah, so you kick him in the shin. He goes and drops down to one knee. It's like I'm surrendering, it's fine. Just don't hurt me. And unless other people want to attack him,
about it, man.
we'll drop out of initiative order.
I don't.
It's just an idea because we said about doing D&D
The only thing I
together.
want to do now is do a medicine check to see if I can stabilize Hammerhead.
Yeah, roll medicine. Yeah, so you managed to stop the bleeding around his neck. He's no longer bleeding out, but he's still unconscious.
Better than nothing. Looks like he's going to be alright, lads. Shame, really.
What have you got against me, man?
I assume the worst of people. That's one of my flaws.
I'm great. That's heroic then. I took the crossbow bolt.
And as you all pour into the warehouse, apart from Hammerhead, who's just left outside unconscious, you see a cage with an young elven man, and he sort of backs up into the corner of a cage, and it doesn't really look like he knows what's going on.
Okay. I venture over to the cage door, but before I release him, I just confirm that his name. That is. Oh.
Like the potion lady's brother.
Yeah, potion lady. So, are you this person?
He's like, yes, I'm. What? You're here for me?
Yeah, we're here for you. We're here to break you out.
Great. Break open the cage. Let's go before more turn up.
Which I do so. I use my longsword to smash off the lock.
Right. Just do another athletics to try and smash the lock off. I assume you hit it with the end of your. Yeah, you easily pop that lock. It's not particularly good, sturdy lock, but you easily smash it off. And he just comes out. So, thank you so much. Are I don't have money to pay you, but I know they keep stuff in that chest over there. Like, that could be reward enough.
I go over to the chest to loot it.
Alright, it's not locked, and you pop it open, and it's full of silver and gold coins.
Awesome. I share this amongst everyone. So, Panelor, Hammerhead, and
Are you gonna divvy it up now, or are you just gonna take the lot?
Well, you can't really divvy it up to Hammerhead when he's dead on the floor.
I'll just hide it in your pocket.
You're not
There. Like, yeah, he'll get that in a minute.
You're gonna put 2 gold coins on my eyes.
So, Rignar, if you're taking a few minutes to go through and count it all, I'll tell you how much you've got.
Yeah, go for
It
it.
depends if you want to hang out here for a couple of minutes. That's all.
I'm going to want to spend a bit of time to go and recover at least half of my arrows that I've used.
So
Okay.
yeah,
Rignar, you count it all. You have 1,500 silver pieces and 220 gold pieces.
220 gold, 1,500 silver, 220 gold.
Yep.
Okay, so I'll start divvying that out.
Yes, so, Panelor, as you go to check for your arrows, roll investigation, see how many you recover. How many did you fire, do you know?
I fired 7 because I was keeping track of them.
Roll investigation and see how many you find.
Investigation.
You find 5 of your arrows. One seems broken, another one seems lost.
Ah, that'll do. Oh,
Can
lost
I
two.
can I cast Cure Wounds on Hammerhead while all this is going on?
In fact, I'll come off the book just so you get distracted.
Thanks, Pindick.
Yeah.
It's nice that someone will actually.
9 HP.
Ooh,
that
9
enough
health
to go up?
points. Yeah, that would. So how does it work? Because I was at -5.
You never go to minus, it just goes straight to 0.
Oh,
So you
it's
go
just
back
that.
to 9.
Okay, sweet. Up to 9. Ah! Thank you, kind gnome.
You are welcome.
And Hammerhead observes that like the gnome was nice, whilst everyone else was just busy looting and not caring about my dying body.
I just give you a stare-offish glance and then go over to the brother, saying a very quiet Elvish, "Be careful of this one, for your sister's sake."
And Elvis, she's like, thank you, but you all saved my life, so... I don't know.
Jeez. I've heard stuff, that's all I'm saying. Just for your sister's sake.
I want to sort of turn to the group and it's like, what are you going to do with your prisoner? You can't let him live, he's seen your faces.
Is this the guy who shot me with the crossbow?
The guy that's
he's-
surrounded.
Yeah, he's the one that crit you and shot you in the neck.
Can I just execute him?
You can execute him.
Should we not find out some information first? Like,
I was going to say,
like-
can we get anything out of him?
Alright. I'll interrogate him, and then I'll execute him. I mean, what do we want to find out?
where's their
Let's
base?
see.
I mean, where are they from? So we know like where to avoid. This can't be their base.
At the time they're doing their interrogation, can I like do an insight to see if he's being truthful?
Yeah, so we'll see what answers he gives, and if you want to check him.
Okay, so I'll intimidate him and be like, "Tell us where the rest of you are."
It's like, there are so many of us. You really have no idea what you've done, do you? This is just a small warehouse of the desert dogs. When my captain returns, he will hunt you down and kill you all.
He's a captain, is he? Well, clearly he's never met Captain Hammerhead.
Who?
Alright, execution.
So
Before
clearly-
we execute, I would just want to do an insight to see if he has been as truthful as he is.
Yeah, Panel, you get the feeling that he is, though he thinks he's probably going to die, he's very confident that revenge is going to be had. He's almost amused at, like, you morons have knocked over this place.
Penelor, is it good to execute?
Can kill him, it'll buy us time. I think we're going to need to come up with a more permanent strategy to deal with these guys in the future.
Well, I mean, we really need to rescue the brother after, like, you know, we've taken him
He
back.
ain't lying.
Yeah, but we're going to bugger off somewhere else. We've got that other thing to do.
I also feel that if word gets out that what we've done is for the brother, the sister and the place could also be put in danger.
Okay, so we've got to relocate people now. We're like right move. Right, shall we tie him up? And then
You time up.
and then like I don't know, well, if it so happens like people end up at the pier, we can at least use him as a meat shield.
Can I, before we like set off from the barn, can I rummage through one of the dead guy's pockets for any?
Yeah, you can rummage through the
yeah.
guys right next to you.
Yeah. Can I loot the fat guy for his armor?
It means swimming in the water, and you're taking a serious amount of time up. Like,
Yeah,
doing
I'm thinking that we should get the hell out of here.
Also, did
Yeah.
we share the gold? Like, was I shared with the gold?
I've worked it out. So we'll do that once we get to the
Potion place.
potion place.
Yeah, so for Rigna, if you want to look for a dead guy in this warehouse, it's not hard at all. Just roll investigation, see what you come across. Hammerhead, if you want to dive in the water, drag this large armored guy out of the water.
Didn't he take his armor off?
He was trying to, but armor off takes 10 minutes. So he got like a gauntlet off.
Ouch.
Well,
Yeah, Rignar, you search
Yeah,
for his
I find
pockets.
it.
Well, you find his crossbow, his scimitar, and 5 bolts for the crossbow. You don't really find.
shall I like roll an athletics check if I want his armor and stuff?
It's not necessarily like an athletics thing. It's just the time it's going to take. I'm just saying.
Well, I could roll like an athletics check to see how well I do it. Because I gotta like haul him out. I'm quite strong.
Yeah, I know that. It's a question of like, or you're going to have to dive 5 foot in the water, like carry him up. It's not a question of strength or anything. It's just a question of time. It just take your time. You don't need to roll for it.
Perhaps if I gain some assistance. Because if I got better armor, it would. Can I like evaluate what armor he has?
Yeah. So you look over the side and quickly at the sheet. What was he? He was wearing. He was wearing scale mail.
Scale mail.
Or the noise one, the noisy stuff.
It would help because it would get my AC up a lot. I could at least like pillage it off him. I could sell it to the blacksmith guy and like trade it for a different armor.
Yeah.
Would one of you kind fellows help me pillage this off just to like speed things up so we can get out of here?
I'm just gonna walk outside and just go and stand on visual outside to just make sure we just don't get ambushed.
Okay, if you do that, I'll pillage his armor as quick as I
roll
can.
me perception and Hammerhead roll me athletics as you try and get the body out of the water back onto the dockside.
I'll help.
I'm struggling.
Yeah. Panlor is not Panlor. Hammerhead, you dive in the water to get him and just spend more time splashing around than really lifting him up.
Rignar.
So I come over. So Hammerhead's already in the water. I'm still on the pathway. I put my hand down whilst he just to help him get him out of the water.
Alright. Hamad, you can roll again as you're getting assistance from Rignar, so you get like another shot at it, basically.
Okay, I'm just doing a normal roll or advantage roll.
Just the normal roll, because you already rolled once.
okay.
So like it's like advantage.
Yeah!
Alright, as the two of you have the body halfway at the water, Hammerhead at the bottom, Rignar at the top, Panlor, you notice coming down the dockside a group of 8 heavily armed, thuggish looking types. And you kind of kick yourself a little bit, because they've got closer than you would like before you notice them. We're talking maybe 200, 150 foot off.
Guys, we got trouble. Drop the fucking body. Let's just get the hell out of here now.
Alright, hold Crev.
Yeah. Drop the. I'm letting go of the this dead guy.
Right.
I'll shout back
sure,
at Pindick to grab the brother. Have we killed that other guy yet?
You haven't. He's still in the warehouse.
Oh right, I thought Hammerhead executed him.
I tied him up.
Tied him up.
Ah right.
Go, grab that guy. We could use him as like bait if needed.
I mean, I'm pretty small and not very strong. I'm not going to be able to drag him along too. So,
Alright, because I've stopped messing with the body. Rignar, go grab the dude, drag him out.
I'm going to just pull my longbow out to be ready. But if they get a bit too more close, I could just...
Yeah, I'll do the same. I'll be ready with my longbow.
So me and Pindick are dragging the 2 guys out of the barn then. Well, one guy in.
Oh, what? They're not going to fight.
Yeah.
But obviously, alright, so you move quickly off the dockyard and start running the opposite direction. Rignar, roll me athletics as you just... The bandit is going to, like, fight you to be dragged somewhere. Especially when he can see that he's got friends coming down the way.
Hey,
It's a hard fight and he's slowing you down. You're probably, all of you going at half speed, maybe just like a quick walk as you're trying to drag this guy with you.
Alright, just knock him the fuck out.
Yeah, is that possible? Can I hit
Yeah.
him over the head? A little
I would
bit?
just say you just smack him and knock him. Like,
Yeah.
you don't need to roll for it. Like, it's not a difficult thing. If you don't do it, you do it again, don't you? So
Yeah, fair enough.
If we really need to knock him out, I can hit him with my warhammer.
you swing him over your shoulder and you start heading. Where are you heading?
Well, I think we're taking the brother back to his sister, aren't we?
Yeah.
Or
we're worth going a long way round.
yeah,
Yeah.
we'll go a different route to the way that we came.
Okay.
Yeah. Dungeon Master, do we know if there's any local law enforcement in this town?
Roll me history, old Hammerhead. This is a new town to you, and the Barren Sands is not a country per se.
I know very little.
You know very little of Barren Sands. You've never seen a guard. What you would, recognize as a guard from your homeland. No uniformed soldiers at all.
This is not. I'm not sure if there are any law enforcement who may be able to help us, guys. So
Well, we can't drag this guy everywhere. Can't take him everywhere with us. We've got to deal with him somehow.
Could we dump him somewhere where he won't be found?
Dig a hole, bury him
I mean,
alive.
we're leaving in a couple hours.
we could like hang him up somewhere. That would send a message.
Lynch him.
Yeah.
I was like, what message are you trying to send? These are dangerous people.
We're trying to send the message of they need to rethink their ways, otherwise they're gonna get lynched.
There's a new pack in town.
Says the little 3-foot gnome who's barely noticeable.
He's the toughest out of a lot of us.
I like to think that the gnome has a nice squeaky voice with that. Like, oh!
Like Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse.
He's like, oh! We're going to kill the lot of you! Oh!
All I'm doing is just focused on behind us, and if this group is going to be following us in this entire conversation, not
Yes,
really
you guys-
paying attention.
Sneak around the corner, take some back alleys. Panel, you're probably the last one covering your back.
Yeah.
You see these group of 7, 8 bandit types, they start running towards the dock. Clearly, they've spotted like something's amiss. But as you turn the corner, you see them turning up the dockyard, up the pontoon, instead of heading in your direction. So you feel they haven't spotted you, though they are alerted.
Yeah, but we'll just get away from here.
Okay.
No,
You move through the side streets, trying to go a different way back to Dragon Artifacts, the shop where you took this quest. As you head closer and closer to Old Town, you're struggling more and more to find routes that don't have people on them. You are carrying an unconscious, tied-up man. You feel it's going to be impossible, at least at this time of day, to get back to the shop with this guy without being spotted by someone.
Okay, should we
Is
just...
there any kind of disused-looking buildings around anywhere?
There are plenty of ramshackled shacks and dodgy-looking warehouses that seem abandoned for quite a few years, yes.
I say we just dump him in there.
It's what, slit his throat, dump him in there, leave.
But if
One
you're
of
a
us can stand guard with him, and the other guys can go ahead.
I'd rather two of us stay guard. Best in numbers.
We have no use for him, though. Do we not?
Not particularly, I mean, all we've started basically is a gang war.
I say we go into the empty shack and unfortunately execute him. Hide the body in the shack.
I have no problem with this.
I'm going to stay on the outside and make sure no one comes near, or just keep an eye out.
Okay, yeah, you do look out. Do people want me to execute him? I'm happy to slit him.
This is turning into Reservoir Dogs.
I'll use one of my daggers and I'll just slit his neck.
Alright, you drag this beaten up, unconscious, tied up bandit into this disused warehouse type area. And without any ceremony, any words, Hamed, you just slit his throat and just dump the body there.
Not without any ceremony. I'm like, rescriacciat in pace. And then I slit his neck.
Yeah, blood just pours down from his neck, and for a brief second he wakes up with eyes of shock before sort of just like going limp.
Okay, because he wakes up, give him the middle finger. Just like, look, he killed me. I'll get my own back. Being that we're in, is there anything of note in this disused building?
The crates, pallets. It's just dust and cobwebs and broken.
Okay, let's dump him in a crate.
All right. You find the most put together crate you can. Just toss the body in there. There's still quite a lot of blood. You decided to slit its throat, so he bled all over the floor.
That's fine. It could have just been a warehouse accident. Happens all the time. It'll dry. I'm guessing there's not like a mop and a bucket about.
There's not a mop and a bucket about.
Okay, so there's no like cool tools or anything.
No, it's just like a long go left warehouse space.
Okay, let's get out of here, guys.
Before we do, can I use the blood to write "Law has come" on the floor?
Yes, you can.
How do you spell cum?
I think I have to ask one of you because I'm not that learned.
cum. And then you can put like a winky face.
Yes, I do that.
Law has come. I'm writing notes in case.
These guys are gonna be thinking, "What the heck?" when they catch up to us in the mine later on.
They might not catch up to us.
Oh, it's like we should get going. Let's not hang around.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Take a brother back.
Okay, you rush back to Dragon Artifacts in the shop, and the woman behind the bar rushes out to hug her brother and just thanks you. She's like, thank you. I promised you 2 potions. Come. And she drags you, all 4 of you, to the sort of counter and brings out 2 small vials of reddish liquid. He's like, these are common healing potions. You'll find them great use for types like yourself.
Oh, sweet.
Thank you very much. Who's collecting these? Hammerhead, are you collecting them, or Panelor? Pindick?
Probably worth me carrying one and another.
Yeah.
I think like one for yourself and then one for Pindick.
See, I was gonna say one for myself, being that Rignar seems to have very tanky armor, and I get hit a lot.
Yeah. One for Hammerhead, one for Pindick. Oh, at this point as well, I divvy out the gold and silver to everyone.
Okay.
So I'll just type it in. It's like 55 gold each.
55 golds, that will get me up to 70.
And 375 silver.
375.
Do you guys know how silver, copper, gold, all the currency works?
It's been a while, mate.
So basically, it's 10 copper to a silver, 10 silver to a gold, 10 gold to a platinum. It's just 10, 10, 10.
Okay.
What's the EP pieces?
That is like 5 silver, and no one ever uses it because it's like
Okay.
it's an
In order to recover hit points, do we have to take a long rest?
Yeah, so a long rest is 8 hours of. It doesn't have to be sleeping, but it's like light work, mostly
Like,
sleeping.
Yeah, just
reading
like
a book,
chilling.
having a chat. Yeah. You can take short rests, where you can roll hit dice. You have as many hit dice as your levels. So, say if you Hammerhead, if you look at your sheet, say next to death saves, it says hit dice 3.
Yeah.
So you can hit the bottom. Say if you're taking a short rest, which is an hour of like light activity, just sitting around, reading, chatting, having a drink, whatever. You can roll that 3 times, and that's how much health you would regain. Some class resources tell you in the thing you need a short rest to get this back. You need a long rest to get this back. Like rages, I think is a short rest. Might be a long rest. I can't remember.
Okay.
And then some things.
I also have an ability that adds dice to that.
Shall we? Being that we've got a little bit of money, I would like to maybe go and get that armor off the rip-off merchant, and then maybe we should like roll out of town.
Can we have a look around the shop first? Because we got a 50% discount.
Oh yeah, that's a very good point. Is that all the health potions that you got, love?
Yeah, I only have 2.
But what other fine wares do you have?
I have a magical shield which increases your armor.
I'm not a big fan of shields.
Rignar's face just
We
pops over like. What's that?
we hear a faint ding from Rignar's trousers.
Magical shield. Tell me more.
Well, it's just a magically imbued shield, which is slightly better. It's normally 500 gold, but I'll give it away for 250 for my heroes.
That's an unfortunate thing. I cannot afford that. I shall take a miss on this time round. Maybe in the future I shall come back.
Yes, I don't sell them very often, so it should probably still be here next time you're in town. I also have a bag of holding. It's like a magical bag where you can store lots of things inside. Adventurers find them very useful.
Ooh, how much?
200 gold for you gentlemen.
You do it for 150.
and that's with the 50% off.
That's with the magic items are expensive.
If I work out right, I've got 97 gold and 5 silver pieces.
Yeah,
so
you could group money together to buy something.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't mind giving you a bit.
Were you trying to persuade her? Were you, Nick?
Yeah, I said if I play her a tune, will she knock 50 gold off it?
Roll persuasion.
Persuasion? Ah, persuasion, I believe performance.
Well, we did performance. Yeah, I assume they're the same number anyway. So, it's already 50% off. I'm selling it at a loss as it is. Perhaps an immovable rod will be useful to you. 100 gold.
What's an immovable rod do again?
It's a rod that if you push the button, it cannot be moved. Very useful if you're creative in your thought.
A rod that can't be moved.
Yes,
Barricading doors.
exactly. Keeping doors open.
We are going into a mine.
That could be useful.
If you need
All these
any
things
gold,
are official D&D items. You can just Google them. Just type in D&D immovable rod.
Yeah.
Or I can link
If
it.
you need any gold, Pindick, I shall quite happily spare some to you.
Yeah. Should we get a few items for the party?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think the bag of holding and the rod would
I have a
definitely be.
few other items, but some of them are a little bit more expensive. I've got a scroll that's maybe in your price range. Scroll of Sea Invisibility, 150 gold.
I don't suppose you have any like surgery kits or anything. You know, gotta get a bit of a crossbow bolt wound in my neck here.
I have actually patched that up.
All the healing I have, I've given. A potion of Hill Giant Strength. But that's a bit more of an expensive item, 300 gold. That's at half price.
I think if we're pooling, then the bag, the rod, and maybe the shield.
And I have one more item, a Staff of the Python.
What does the staff of the python do?
It's a magical staff that if you say the correct words, it turns into a giant snake that follows your orders.
Hmm.
The downside of it is if the snake dies, the staff breaks.
Ooh, that's a bit hefty. The bag definitely would be useful. That immovable rod would be handy. Maybe if like there's a collapsing ceiling in the mine or something.
How much was the rod again?
100 gold for you.
Okay. Well,
I hand over 50 gold to
I'm putting
Rickon.
a shopping list here.
I will chuck in a 20 gold. I just want to keep a bit of gold so I can go get some better armor because apparently I get hit a lot.
So what were we getting? We were getting the immovable rod. What else
Yeah.
were we gonna get?
I'll link them in for your information so you can read to
Cheers.
see what they actually do. You can decide if you actually want them.
I pay 20 gold to Rignar. So I'm now down to 50 gold.
I have enough to get the bag outright. So if I buy the bag,
Why is everyone
and
so
then you guys
rich?
can approve the
I
rest.
feel like I'm super poor.
Depends what background you choose. Some backgrounds are richer than others.
Apparently being a
I get the
charlatan,
bag
charlatan didn't
outright.
pay.
Yeah, if you could get that, I'll chip in some gold towards Rignar. We will get the immovable staff.
And then I don't know if you guys want to pool for that fancy shield.
How much was the staff?
The immovable
50.
rod was 100.
100. Oh, sorry, the rod's 100. Yeah.
The staff is 300. If you want the staff of the python.
Oh, did you want that? I'm not.
Nah, I'm just happy staying at range at the moment.
With the gold from.
I think these immovable staff would be
Rod.
more useful. At least in the foreseeable future.
Yeah, I think the rod, being that we're going to be in a mine that could possibly collapse or whatever, a rod that might save our life might be good.
Okay. So with the 20 gold that you've sent over Hammerhead, I have 117. We can pay for that.
Take another 20 off me, mate.
It's 137.
I know why Captain Hammerhead doesn't have as much gold. Too many brothels.
So yeah.
So
well,
you hand over the money, do you? For
Yeah, I
the bag and the
Right.
rod?
Yeah.
Okay. Take this off her list of things she's got, and she's got healing potion. Well, thank you again for rescuing my brother. If you're ever in town again, I might be able to do more deals for you. I'm eternally grateful.
All in a day's work, fair maiden.
I just roll my eyes at that.
What? I've been. I can't even be genuine anymore. What's your problem with me, Palinor?
Just your reputation.
My reputation is legend.
Right. As you all leave Dragon Artifacts, I think we'll take a quick break because I'm desperate for a piss. And we
Yeah,
can...
I was going to say, as we leave, I say in Elvish, basically, see you next time.
I understand that.
I don't know if you guys got anything else you want to do, but we'll come back at 1:15 and we can carry on this adventure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I need a coffee.
Coffee. I've added my healing potion. We'll be taking a quick break on stream.
Who was that rustling?
Sorry, I just got back.
I don't care.
Yeah.
What's up?
Oh, nothing. I was like, yeah. I've got a funny feeling I might need to buy some more arrows.
You got loads of arrows in.
Yeah, but I've got a funny feeling I might need more.
Can you not make them?
Sadly, it's not one of my abilities.
Well, surely in a bind you could just scrape at some sticks and see how they work.
Good do.
Just get disadvantage or something on them.
We'll see.
Alright, everybody back?
Team passed, yeah?
He just wants to crack on. He's enjoying himself.
I really am enjoying myself. I've wanted to do this for years.
I'm just looking something up. Yeah, I can't remember what it is though.
That's music.
Kind of makes me feel like I'm in the Middle East.
Well, that's what I'm trying to go for, but it's got singing. I don't want singing.
Ah.
Well,
I was just making noises.
oh.
Just beeping away.
Yeah.
Hi guys and welcome.
Goddamn videos.
Funny, it's open. Oh,
Right.
everyone's back. We can carry on if you like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you've just left Dragon Artifacts with some new toys after spending all the money you just made.
Tis but a light change, there will be plenty more.
So, what is the party's plan now?
I say
Should
we
we
head
pop to
back
the
to the
tavern and have a little rest? Yeah.
Tavern, little rest. I wouldn't mind maybe popping back to the blacksmith, and now I have a bit of change, I can pick up some better armor.
I'm thinking of doing the same to be like on the safe side.
Just so, but being that as much as I can use a bow to great esteem, I'm using my warhammer a fair bit to support Rignar.
So, the group head back to the blacksmith. It is the height of the day now. It's midday. It is boiling. All of you are sweating. No more so than this blacksmith who's absolutely dripping as you enter his little shop. He looks up and is like, ugh, back again.
Good fellow, eh? Say, how much was that chain shirt you were telling me earlier today?
40 gold.
40 gold. Would you settle for 30 gold?
Why would I do that?
Because you just seem like such a nice gentleman. And as my blacksmith friend, dwarven friend here pointed out, it is far too steep for the quality.
Roll persuasion.
Persuasion.
So, well, if your blacksmith friend thinks that, when you going to make him some? Huh?
That's a good point, Rignar. Why don't you make me some?
Yeah. Do we have the materials to do so? I have the tools, but do we have the materials?
Probably not.
I suppose I'll have to succumb to the 40 gold.
You know what a chain shirt does, yeah? You can just add it to your character sheet.
Yeah. Would he be willing to give me a discount if I give him my leather armor?
He scratches his chin. I'll knock 5 gold off for the leather armor.
Okay,
Scraps.
but I think that's a fair deal. So 35, and then you can have my leather armor. It is very sturdy leather armor. It saved my life on a couple of occasions, you know.
He just looks up and down. Looks like it. As you're probably black and blue and bloodied.
Look! Do not mock my leather armor. I am standing before you, an accomplished warrior.
You're right.
I don't like
He
your
just takes
cheek.
the 35 gold and just hand you over the chain shirt. So you can add that now to your character sheet.
Okay. Chain shirt, and I gotta remove the leather armor.
And it should automatically update for you. Any of your friends want anything while you're here?
What about the, have you got any studied leather?
I have a little bit. 40 gold for that as well.
Regnar?
Can I... It's not persuasion. I'd like to inspect it.
You can inspect it. It's out of your sort of wheelhouse of knowledge. Like leather is a separate skill to metal.
Oh, of course, yes, sorry.
But you can do just an inspection on it if you want.
Yeah, I'll inspect it.
Yeah.
What do I roll
So roll investigation.
Investigation.
You don't know much about leather, but you've seen studded go for more money in shops that you've been in before.
Right.
The quality you can't talk to, but the price is fairly decent.
I just realised that this is... It's worth it. I can't see a problem with the price.
I'll take that. Would you perhaps be willing to exchange, like my colleague, for my leather army?
Yeah, you knock 5 gold off for that as well.
Then we have a deal, sir.
So 35 gold for some studded leather.
Exchange it. 7 gold, right?
I just want to say I've got so many open. It's unbelievable.
I have like
3 screens on the go here.
I have 11 tabs 3 Word documents, 4 like fucking other things as well going on.
I don't have as much.
It's insane. But it was
I currently have 15 tabs open.
welcome to D&D.
Half of them aren't even D&D related, it's stream related, but...
Alright, so, is there anything else you guys want while you're at the shop? Or...
No, I think I'm good.
You're good.
back to the Harpy, it's the only inn you've been to for the
Yeah,
But back to the Harpy, and what should we have a long rest? Make sure that we're replenished because we've got to travel, I imagine, a fair distance.
The guy's expecting us in a couple hours, isn't he?
Yeah,
So-
well, we'll speak to him and say, look, we've just done this small favour for this woman.
By the time you've left him, it's been the best part of 2 hours anyway. By the time you've done a bit of shopping, gone to this shop, heard about this pier, knocked it over, executed a guy.
But at the minute it's like the middle of the day. It's scorching hot. It's a desert. If we have a long rest, it'll be cooler later, and then we'll be able to travel in more comfort, feeling rested.
Probably worth leaving town soon though, in case these guys find out who we were and then come after us.
Nah, they won't find out who we are. He's gonna sell us out.
I agree with Pendrick on this one. Maybe a short rest, grab a drink, rehydrate.
Yeah, an hour or so, get out of the midday heat, and then leave with the.
Okay. I'm going to perhaps roll a hit dice then, just in case we run into anything whilst we're on the way.
So you come into the Harpy, and as you come in, Fievel will wave to you. He's been sort of sat in a little booth on his own, just nursing like an ale. I assume you plan on short resting here, but he obviously wants to chat and whatever.
Yeah, like an hour or two. So before he done his hit dice, I was going to cast Song of Rest, so everyone gets an extra 1d6 if they spend a hit dice.
There you go.
Damn it. Well,
No, you can add it to it. Like you didn't know that was a thing, so I'm not going to punish you.
So how does that go?
So on your character sheet, if you want to roll
Nice.
hit dice, it's next to your death saving throws in the middle.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, I had a bit of a look in that last one, so I don't need to.
I roll more.
look at the back.
I believe I got 5 kills.
Yeah, but you weren't in danger.
You weren't taking the brunt. Yeah, Joe, just regarding hit points, if I roll more than what I need to get to my maximum hit points, it just doesn't count, does it?
Yeah, just wasted.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to save my hit dice then.
But
You might have another fight later on and want to rest again. So
Pindick, what did you say? You add 1d6 to it.
Yeah, add an extra 1d6, but you have to spend at least one hit die to be able to add it.
Okay,
You spend one hit die, so you can add a d6 to it.
okay. I'll take an extra 2.
with the difference.
If I had to put a number on on how healthy I feel, I think I'm doing okay. I'm about half healthy.
Just get your breath back. That's what's happening. Like, oh fucking hell. Oh, just nice to sit down and rest.
It's hard work executing unconscious people and then dumping them in a chest.
I sit down with my back towards the wall, like the closest wall, just scanning the crowd constantly.
2 seconds.
Five was like looking at you. Was like, so are we good to go? Like every second we're here, the second the miners are underground.
We've probably stopped and had a quick drink for a short rest for like an hour or whatever, haven't we?
Yeah. This conversation's happening during the rest. Like,
Okay. Well, if everyone's happy to move because of the situation, then yeah.
Yeah, let's rock and roll.
Right.
Alright, so the gnome sounds like Schwarzenegger now. Everybody, roll out!
I've just got the initiative. Get to the chopper!
This 3-foot gnome going to get to the chopper!
You guys have control of that little flag if you want to move it around. I don't know. I just wanted to sort of show you where Barley was. But I guess someone's already dicking around. Okay, the dwarf kind of ushers you all out. It's like, right, let's get going. This way, as he kind of just gestures sort of westwards,
Okay.
and the group of you, I imagine, make your way out of town through the busy, bizarre streets, through the sort of mud brick city gates, and out into the desert. It's just rolling Sahara sand in front of you, blistering heat above.
I don't like sand. It's rough, it's coarse, it gets everywhere.
So while you're travelling, is anybody wanting to do anything, or are we just pushing through the sort of afternoon heat?
I'm assuming that we've probably, like, you know, at least been smart and brought a bit of water with us.
Yeah, so if you've got rations, one ration is a day's worth of food and water.
Okay.
Sorry, I missed the rations part. You have to consume rations.
Yeah, so every day you consume one ration. So at the end of the day, I'll say just take one ration off. Unless you're in a town, then I assume you just go buy food.
I suppose we're at a tavern. No.
Yeah.
Just buy a hearty meal.
So, as the group push through the desert sands, is anyone keeping an eye out, or anyone leading this, or are you trusting the dwarf to know where he's going?
I've always got my eye out.
But I think Pellinor with his superb eyes should probably lead the front just because he could see everything.
Right,
Up front.
right by the side of the dwarf.
I'm playing a little walking tune as we're walking.
Do you want to be sat on my shoulder, little gnome? Like, it don't want to tie you out.
We're not quite that close yet, but maybe soon.
Look, I'm just thinking of the party.
So, as the sun beats down on all of you, I need anyone who's wearing medium or heavy armor to roll a Constitution saving throw
Yes!
as you start to sweat and sweat and sweat. And the heat becomes almost unbearable. Con saving throw. So yeah. Top left of your kind of character sheet should be saving throws, a box of skills.
Yeah,
Did I select the right one?
Yeah, you voted the right one. Yeah, so you managed to sort of hold it together under this heat. If you'd failed, you'd start taking on exhaustion, which is like a negative effect. But no, you managed to push on through this heat.
I clicked the wrong one. Ah, there we go.
Yeah, I still took the same number. It's still a decent roll.
Okay.
Dwarf can hold heat.
It's starting to come... Sorry, go Gil.
I was just going to say, noticing everyone was hot, I was going to use my cantrip prestidigitation to give everyone a nice cooling breeze.
Well, that's nice.
Yes.
I do appreciate that.
Alright. As the afternoon goes on and it's coming towards sort of 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon, the wind starts to pick up and the sand starts to pick up. And it starts to become harder and harder to see where you're going as a sandstorm starts to develop around you. I need whoever's leading the party to roll a survival to make sure you keep on the right track.
That'll be me.
Clutch!
When we're out the front, you can sense, even though the sand is thick, you can still make out the sun through the sand and you can figure out which way is west. Because your line, if you look at your map, is almost a complete west direction until you hit the mountains. 21 is really good.
So in this world, is the sun normal? Is it like rise in the east, set in the west?
Yeah, there's no fancy things about the sun. On this plane, we get a bit weird when we go further out.
Ooh.
But,
I'm
yeah,
able to... Yeah.
Yeah, with your great vision and sight and knowing, you noticed something off to the north. It looks like a sort of man-made structure of sorts, like a obelisk almost sticking out of the sand.
Ooh.
Not that far away from you, just on the edge of what you can make out through the sandstorm.
Dude.
What is that? It's obelisk shaped. To the north.
Is it the Washington Monument?
I think a lot smaller. Maybe it looks like 10 foot from your current position.
Roughly how far away?
The edge of your vision, but your vision's pretty low, so maybe 100 foot at best.
100 foot away. Can any of you guys just make that out?
I cannot.
I could. I don't believe I can.
As you pointed out, like, if you head slightly towards it, you bound to start to see like the sort of outline, the sort of shadowy shape of it.
Start leading the group slightly that way, but obviously making sure we don't get too off track.
We should all stay fairly close together because of the sandstorm. We don't want to get lost and separated, especially if we're gonna have desert dogs or whatever chasing us down.
As you head towards this, oh, sorry, go for it. Pindick.
Has the guy who's taking us to the mine said anything about it?
Ooh, that's
you're
a good
asking
point.
about it. So I was like, this. I didn't see this on the way here, but the sands move so much. They often uncover things.
That's not a good sign. I don't particularly want. Like, originally my thought process was if maybe there's a structure there, if like we wanted to get out the storm, we could sit there. But if the sands like cover and uncover this thing, I don't want to be buried alive.
Are we heading towards it? Like, we've got a mission.
I say we carry on with our mission of a deep mine. That's my opinion.
Yeah, but let's get to the mine.
Or carry on.
Quick look.
It's only 100 foot off your track, so it's
Yeah.
not like a
Yeah.
detour.
Yeah,
Quick look. But move to it cautiously.
I always move towards stuff cautiously. I'm not a raging hormonal being.
And that's
Hey!
how you fell off a roof.
You're so cautious you needed that sexual brute to help you up on the roof.
Penlaw, you're up ahead, and you notice this first. As you get close and close to this obelisk, the sandstorm dies down. And as you push closer and closer, you realize this sandstorm, this obelisk even, is underground a little bit. The sand is uncovered like, and as you come to the edge of it, like an excavation site. There are wooden plank stairs around it that lead down to this sort of stone floor where the obelisk comes out of. It's as if someone's been digging here.
Ooh.
But the weird thing is, as you look around, it's like you're in the eye of a storm. The sandstorm just circles this, but doesn't like come in this area as you look down upon it.
Okay, so this is like a very magical place. I'm getting the sense.
I was going to say,
Would-
can anyone send
Would this possibly be like a religious thing? Possibly.
As you glance down at it, roll a religion. It's going to be a difficult check because you're looking at this obelisk from sort of, I don't know, 30 odd foot away or something like that, 40 foot.
Is that going to be a disadvantage religion now?
No, I just make the number you've got to get higher to
Okay, no
understand
worries.
stuff. You believe this to be a religious site. It's like, as you look down, there are other little structures that are being uncovered, ruins. It's just this obelisk is perfect, and as you glance on it, it's covered in runic writing that I don't think Panelor understands.
I do not. Depends.
What languages do you speak, Panelor? Common, Elvish, Orc. Welsh you speak? Ooh, you are far away, but you cannot read it. But you do recognize a few of the runes to be abyssal.
I immediately stop and just shudder, thinking of a past ordeal that I've had to deal with already. And a cold sweat begins to form.
You seem a little nervous there, Panelor.
to explain?
rather not. It's been a while since, and it was a bad time. But it's my burden alone I must carry.
Hmm.
I'm going to investigate this.
Well, we've got a mission to go to the mine. I mean,
Yeah, it's like people trapped in there might be dying, so
Yeah.
we should probably deal with that.
Imagine if we were like the guys that like saved the Chilean miners all those years ago. Yeah, let's just do another 3 missions first.
Do we see any signage of the like a town sign or like a name in the place at all?
No.
Does Panelor recognise a name?
You're all looking at this like, you imagine it's like a excavation site, like someone's dug down like 20-30 feet to uncover this floor in this obelisk, and you're just looking down on it. So he's only recognizing the runes are abyssal. You'd have to go down these steps down to the ground floor to
It
properly
seems.
inspect it.
I think we should back later. We need to get to the mine.
Yeah, being that this thing seems to be not within the sandstorm, it could possibly be what's creating it. So it seems a bit sketchy to me. And Panelor doesn't seem to want to share any dark, abyssal stuff, so...
I just immediately turned to go to leave.
We'll carry on our journey to the deep mine. If that's in agreement with everyone.
Yep,
Yep.
to the mine.
You leave this obelisk and what treasures may live there and head off towards
Oh,
the deep.
don't tempt us like that.
Do what I want.
Coming back on the way back anyway, aren't we?
You head back into the sandstorm, push on with Panelor leading. It starts to become dark, and the sandstorm abates a little bit and calms down, but it is becoming dark very quickly.
Ooh.
Are you pushing on through the night, or are you camping?
It's getting dark. Is it getting cold being that we're in a desert?
The temperature is dropping quite quickly. It's still comfortable, like it's like sunset kind of time coming to, and the
How
sandstorm is
far
dying
are we
down.
roughly away from the mine?
Yes, 5.
Five was like, it took me about a day and a half to get to the town from the mine. So if we pushed on for the night, we'd make it there at morning. Or if we camp, we could make it there maybe tomorrow afternoon.
But
We could camp early and then wake up early, and then
yeah.
probably get there.
But
it's nice and
we should
cool.
probably get a little fire going, make sure that we stay warm. Make sure there's no scorpions about. Etc.
Scorpions are the least of your worries out here.
I'm
in
just
the
worried
green
what we're going to worry.
Oh, it depends. Are they like 20-foot scorpions?
Oh, there are giant scorpions, yeah.
Well, there you go then, I've got to worry.
They
Sounds
don't
like a good mount.
I think we should, as Pindick said, camp early, wake up early, but one of us I'd take first guard.
Yeah, we could all cycle guard, couldn't we?
But, well, us half-elves have dark vision. So we can see in the dark.
I have dark vision as well.
Yeah, you have dark
same.
vision as well. Everyone has
So
dark
we-
vision, sweet.
Well, at least we don't need torches for the night.
Okay, yeah, so maybe like little campfire to keep us warm. And then we'll just take turns having a little rest.
Okay, so you'll find an area to set up camp. You find a small little area with like a few palm trees, giving you a little bit of shade from the last dying sun, and you can attach your tents to. You make camp, make a fire, and get comfortable. Are you going into like a rotation of watches then? Is that what the plan is?
Yes, every
Yeah.
day.
Alright. Who is going when and where?
I'll be going first.
I'll take more of the deepest part of the night because I've got the better vision, and I just sense that if anything's happening, it might happen at that point of the night.
So, just say first 2 seconds.
Yeah, I'll go last.
I'll go second.
Then for Hammer, third for Panelor, darkest part of the night, and then Pindic fourth. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll have a nice little sleep. Wake me up in a little while. Ragnar, shout if there's anything.
I shall stand watch and keep an eye out.
Keep your sword sharpened.
I'm just patrolling around the tents.
Yeah. So as you're there, are you doing anything particular, Rignar, or you just want to roll perception and keep an eye out for the whole sort of 2 hours, I guess, you're on the watch?
Yeah. I suppose I'll be. Yeah, I'll just keep an eye out. Take a walk around. I won't
Okay.
eat just yet.
Okay. Roll perception then, as you just keep an eye out for your watch.
Perception.
Yeah, it's a cold and chilly night. You start to shiver as you're just sort of wandering around trying to keep warm. The heat leaves the desert fast.
Nice.
But your watch goes without any incident. You don't hear anything, you don't see anything. It is deadly, eerily quiet.
That's good. That's good news.
Eerily quiet is good news. Eerily quiet is bad.
Nothing happening is probably the best. So I can't hear anything. I then go off to Hammerhead to wake him up.
You do notice one thing. As you go to wake up Hammerhead and you head over there, you see the moon rising on the horizon.
Ooh.
The moon is a blood red.
Oh, that's not good. Yeah. So I get to wake up to a blood moon.
Yeah. It's just rising as he's waking you up.
Okay. Alright, Ragnar, do you get yourself some rest? I'll do my stint for the team.
I'll grab something to eat. I'll take one of my rations.
Yeah, keep warm by the fire.
Then I'll get some rest. I need to
Okay.
take off one of my rations.
When you will wake up, I'll take up one ration anyway, so just don't worry about it. Because you need one ration every day you're out in the wilderness.
Okay.
So, Hammerhead, you're on watch now.
Okay, I will just do a perception just to whilst I'm keeping an eye out around the camp. A 14.
Okay. Hammerhead, as you walk around the camp, and this eerily blood-red moon rises above you, you start to hear growling in the distance in the dark.
Growling in the dark.
And as you
When you say
spin round-
distance, when you say distance, can I make it an evaluation of how distant?
well, that's the perception roll. I'm about to tell you.
Ah,
The growling appears to come from just beyond your field of vision. And as you spin round to try and figure out where this growling's come from, you realise it's coming from all sides of your little camp you set up.
okay. I very loudly shout, "Wake the fuck up!" to everyone.
As Hammerhead shouts, "Wake the fuck up!" you hear just the pounding of footprints as things charge towards your camp. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Hold on.
I knew it'd be my watch.
I'll tell you too soon.
17.
Oh God Almighty!
Oh shit.
Did I do it too soon? Can I put it back in?
What'd you roll?
17.
17. Oh, I can add it.
Oh yeah.
Me and Pindic have the same.
Yes.
Do we have to do a roll off?
No, it just puts in order who's got the highest dex, like who's the quickest.
I
Okay.
clicked here, it said send the result of this roll to the turn tracker, but no valid token was selected. Have I got to select myself first?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta click yourself and then click it, but you rolled a 6, so I'll just add you manually. Everyone got a 6, look at that. Let me put some music on. This is so chill.
we need to kick it in.
I'm trying to see what I can see.
Wrong again. So, this growling, this roaring almost, that comes from the dark as creatures charge towards camp. Pindick, you're the quickest to react. You wake up in your sleeping bag. So stand up is half your movement before you even do
Okay.
anything.
So Pindick's sleeping bag is more like a
Who the
paper
fuck is the
bag.
flag?
The flag.
Yeah, someone selected the flag on the other screen and then clicked.
Capture the flag!
I'm missing someone. Who am I missing? I'm missing
Hammerhead.
Hammerhead, you're the flag.
Yes! Well, to be fair, I am
You
7
idiot.
foot tall.
Don't worry. Anyway, Pindick, you're the quickest to react to Hammerhead shouting, "Wake the fuck up!"
Yeah, jump out my sleeping bag. Can I see anything?
You can see what you can see on your character. Now, you should be able to
Okay.
see tokens in the gloom.
Alright. I shall cast my dancing lights and send 4 lights out. Can you? How do I?
Which lights do these orbs of light give?
Dim light in a 10-foot radius. So if I just draw on.
Yeah. I'll give you control of 4
Oh.
lights.
Yeah, that's better.
Ugh.
There's an extra 5 or what?
He's got the ability to clone himself.
That's a really good ability.
There we go.
You should have control of one of them, and then I'll just control of all the lights, and you can put them where you want.
They have to be within 20 feet of another one. About 20 foot. Oh, that was exact.
So pleased with himself, isn't he?
Ooh,
That was one over.
we got some
Yeah.
demon dog
Bring up some lights
things.
to try and see.
Alright, is that you done, Pindick? You stood up, you cast your dancing lights wherever they are.
Yeah. That'll be me done.
Hammerhead, you're up.
Okay, so I can see dogs to the southwest.
And as these lights light up the area, you recognise these dogs, and all of you, as you come to, recognise them as hyenas.
Hyenas.
Oh.
Buenos excelente. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my longbow.
Yes.
And I am going to that most left dog that I can see.
Which one? Ping it.
As you do the ping.
You just click and hold it down.
Click,
Click.
make sure you got the cursor on.
I'm clicking it. It's not pinging. Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Hold it in.
Alright, shoot it.
That one. So I'm gonna shoot with my longbow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and you strike it and it just drops, and yelps in pain.
Sweet. And I'll just be ready for next time. I'm going to stay in the circle with my comrades.
It's the hyena's turn. 10. 35. This one runs straight up to you, as another one also zips straight up to you, Hammerhead.
Oh Jesus!
And
Well, boys. Oh, hang on. I just thought of something. I need to update my AC.
Did
But-
it not do
Well,
it
you-
automatically?
it should have done automatically when you added the chain shirt.
I added my chain shirt in, but my AC is lower than before. Weirdly. But it shouldn't be. It should be, what, 15 now?
If it doesn't work, I'll manually change it for you. There you go. Don't know what
Thank
you
you.
did.
Thank you. I removed my leather and I just added the thing in my inventory stuff.
So the one to your top growls and tries to bite at your throat. It rolls. Looking at jackals now. A 15 to hit. Look at
Oh
that.
god damn it!
You take 2 points of piercing damage as it bites into you. The second one goes for a bite. That horribly misses.
Okay, I can live with that.
Others charge in and attack you, Ragnar. You're still in your sleeping bag. They bite down, and because you're prone, they get advantage on melee attacks.
Oh no.
The first one misses the bite as you're just struggling to get out your sleeping bag. The second rolls a 20.
Oh no. Chomping down on my leg.
Yeah, so you get 5 points of piercing damage as it bites down on you.
Okay. Yep.
And Pindick, you see barreling towards you a hyena the size of a horse. Just
Oh Jesus
Oh,
Christ! I'm surprised he can even see Pindick.
That's a big one.
to Pindick, he looks like the size of a mountain.
and attempts to crush down on your head. Or a 17.
Yep, that hits.
Okay, you take 11 points of piercing damage as it crushes down on you.
Oh good god.
Easy.
Ragnar, you're up. You've got 2 hyenas ripping at you while you're in your sleeping bag.
Okay, so I'm going to try and. So one of them's missed me, but the other one's chomped down on my leg. I need to get him off me to get out of my sleeping bag, basically. So I reach for my sword and attack the one that's got his teeth.
That one.
Is it that one? Yeah. Yeah, I attack that one then with my long sword.
Stab it in the eye.
Before I do it, I would like to rage because he's fucking bit my leg.
It's disturbed your sleep, and that makes Tim angry.
Got sleep, man. And this hyena's chomping down on me. I want to rage.
Right.
Okay. Oh no.
Oh no. Yeah, so you're fighting with it in your sleeping bag, you're struggling to get your sword, you swing wide and you miss it.
Okay.
That's your action, bonus action. You getting up?
Yes, so I'll get up. If I can.
Fievel comes rushing out of his tent, gripping his in his underwear, gripping his crossbow, wheels round and just and fires at the one of them attacking Hammerhead. And he misses wildly and he backs off, just trying to reload desperately. Hannah, you're up.
I'm gonna get out.
Save Pindick.
So it's half your movement to stand up, so you've got 15 left.
Engage Dread Ambush.
Yep.
Because he hasn't attacked me, so I'm guessing he's probably not seeing me. And
I was saying you're in a tent, so
yeah,
I ignored.
And I'm immediately going to move in close and engage with both of my swords.
Go for it. Oh, roll me a D100 as you
Oh,
fire one.
Panelor, still groggily, falls over in his tent. he trips over his tenting wire.
Jesus. Generally, the hard one was worse.
Oh really?
Okay,
So this could be really bad.
you've been woken up. You are panicking. You are confused. You stumble over, getting out your tent, and you suffer the effects of the confusion spell as you are confused of what's going on.
Oh dear.
I need you to roll a D8, please. Oh, a D10 even. One. Alright, I need you to roll a D8.
Oh.
Alright, so I need you run in this direction 30 foot as you panic and run away.
Coward!
And as you run, the giant hyena is going to take a bite at you.
Oh, frack.
But that's the only negative you have. You just had to run away for one turn. Oh, it's gonna hit. It rolled a 17, so yeah, it definitely hits you, right?
Yeah, that is.
You take 11 points of piercing damage as it nips you as you run.
Roger that.
Pindick, you're up. You've got a giant hyena in your face.
Chomping down.
Pindick is now inside a giant hyena.
Yeah, how big is this giant hyena? Is it like, could I go under its legs?
It's the size of a horse.
Yes,
Oh, yeah,
definitely.
Oh yeah. Could I draw my rapier and dart under its legs and slash at its belly?
Go for it.
Rapier, go. Ooh, 11 damage.
You are more concerned with the ducking and the sliding than you don't connect with the giant hyena, which is moving ferociously fast.
Paulie, thanks for the raid.
With Zoo, Pindick.
I guess that's it. That's all I can do, really.
Okay. Hammerhead, you're up. Your camp is being overwhelmed by hyenas.
My camp is indeed being overwhelmed with hyenas, so I'm gonna have to break out some of the special stuff. I'm going, and not the Hammerhead special sauce. I'm going to use Thunderclap on the 2 hyenas next to me.
Right, post Thunderclap and see what they gotta do.
Hang on, open my spells. Thunderclap. Open up. Thunderclap. How do I?
Just hit the little eye next to it.
There we go.
Can't use every rest, that's what I need to know. One fails, one passes.
So one fails.
So yeah. So you put your hands up, cast a spell, and an almighty crack happens, like lightning is struck. Roll a d6, and then your one to the north takes the 1d6 down.
Sweet. So what? I've got to roll my d6.
Yeah.
Roll.
You should be able to set it up so it rolls the spell for you, but we haven't bothered doing it.
Oh, 1d6. Okay, so he takes 2.
2 damage and saves it. And doing anything else, Hammerhead? Got bonus action movement?
Being I am a little. Actually, no. I'm good for now.
Hyena's turns. The 2 next to you, Hammerhead, are just going to keep trying to nip at you and bite you. The one to your top, you just thunder striked. Crits.
Great.
You take 5 points of piercing damage, and the one to your south,
-5.
I think, misses you with a 14.
Yeah, I'm a 15.
Okay. The 2 engaging you, Ragnar, are going to attempt to bite you.
Yeah, nice to see you again, Paulie.
16.
Doing something bit different this stream.
And the second one, 16 again.
Yes.
Then the large one is going to just bare its teeth and go straight down on Pindick. He rolls 24.
Yeah, I think that hits.
God.
Pindick, you take 10 points of piercing damage as his jaws just start to crush down on your shoulder.
Okay.
And that's the hyena's turn. Ragnar, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to throw away my longsword, my shield, and get out my 2 hand axes. So, axe in each hand. Can I take one attack to one and another to the other?
Yes. So use your action to attack one, bonus action to attack the other. The second attack doesn't add your strength or dex modifier for damage because you're not a dual wield specialist like Panlor is.
Right. Okay.
Everything else is.
So I'm still right.
Yeah. Just roll 2 attacks and then I'll do the maths.
Hand axe, yeah.
Yep. So first attack's the top one, I guess, and second. Oh yeah. So you crash into the first one with your axe and topple it,
Okay.
but the second one goes wide.
Okay, I missed this guy.
Doing anything else? That's your action, bonus action, I guess.
Yeah, I've never
that's
played
me.
D&D either. It's like
Five or
guys from work.
two.
We decided instead of playing Hearts of
Desperately.
Iron on a Saturday like we usually do, we'll try something different.
Load his crossbow
And
and
we
shoot
thought we'd give
again at one
D&D a
that's
go.
engaging hammerhead. And miss. He again
No.
backs off into the darkness and reloads. Hanlo, you're up.
Well, after that complete and utter failure, I think I'll engage Hunter's Mark,
On which one?
the big one,
Big boy.
and I'm going to shoot it with my longbow.
Correct. And you don't connect. There's something about this creature that's putting you off.
And it's definitely that.
Size of it.
You moving at all? Or you don't?
And I'm going to stay where I am.
Right, Pindick. You're having a bad time with this giant hyena.
Yeah. There isn't really a lot I can do. I'll have to keep swinging with my rapier. Boom.
Yeah. This thing is making you bleed, making you hurt, and you're just tiring. You don't connect.
Yep, that's it. Can't really do anything.
Alright. Hammerhead, you're up.
Okay, still got these two, so in true Hammerhead fashion, I'm going to use my Mighty Warhammer.
Which
Two-handed, I'm going to hit this top one.
Yeah, that's the one that got the thunder damage.
Yeah, I'm going to smack him with my Warhammer, two-handed.
Do it. Yeah, and you just crush in his skull as it collapses.
Sweet, and then for my bonus action, I would like to do second wind to regain some hit points. So
Is that every long rest you get that back, or is it every short rest?
I can get it back on short rest.
Alright, so yeah, you got it back then. Yeah, use it.
1d10. Oh, great, got 3 plus 3, so that's an extra 6.
Yep.
So up to 13.
Hyenas go. The one engaging hammerhead goes to bite you. That's 8. So that's a miss.
It's a bit confusing to
Rignar
start with, but
attempts
thanks
to
to
bite you
our
as well,
DM, then
for a 16,
like
which
we
I
know what
believe
we're
is a
doing,
miss.
and it's going quite well.
Miss.
And then the giant hyena, almost grinning at you, Pindick, goes in for a big, big bite. 24 hits you.
Oh, good God.
He's rolled 2 19s in a row.
How the
Take-
fuck?
10 points of piercing damage.
I believe I am down.
No,
And then
Pendick!
starts to run with him in his mouth.
God damn it.
Oh, God.
Rignar,
I'm sure
it's
my
your turn.
lights would go out as well.
Oh yeah, they would, wouldn't they? Oh, I forgot their concentration. You should have been rolling every time you took damage to keep them up.
Oh, yeah. You couldn't really see anything with them anyway.
Rignar.
Okay. I'm going to, because I've still got the hand axes in my at the moment. I'm going to use both of them onto that hyena there.
Go for it. Swing once.
Put that down to 0 for now.
You don't even need to swing a second time. The first one is enough to bring him down. So I'll just, you haven't done your bonus action.
So,
Okay.
so Rignar just like puts the second swing in just for a finishing move.
Okay, so that's then dealt with. I'm going to move that one there. Yeah. Can I? I can move 25 foot. Yeah.
Yeah, it's your movement. That gets you right up next to this giant hyena, which is running away from your camp with Pindick in its mouth.
Yeah, that's me done. I suppose I can't do anything to him.
Right, Fievel is going to shoot at the hyena. Fievel hits the hyena.
Finally!
Oh, he does. Oh, he does enough to bring it down.
Yes!
Hyena drops Pindick. Not Pindick, Fievel. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Moves forwards and just looks around you. The big one's got your friends. We need to go get him.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
Panel, you're up.
I'm going to immediately sprint to here. And then focus. Pray to God I can get over my blinking confusion and actually hit this thing. To stop, hope in an attempt to try and stop him from running away.
Yeah, your arrow glances off his tough hide.
Better than nothing.
You have a bonus action, unless you've got nothing to do with it.
You know what? I'll take another shot.
You can't take 2 shots with a longbow.
No, good. Oh, I forgot about that.
No, not unless you wait until you get to that. Pindic.
No.
Death saving throw.
Yes. Boom.
Whoa, solid.
Nice.
Alright, Hammerhead, you're up. Hyenas are dropping around you, but there's a lot of screaming going from the inside of camp.
Okay, so I'm going to move to here. So that's 20 feet to there. And using my longbow. And I also want to use a grasping arrow.
Ooh, what does that do?
That's my nice thorny brambles shot. So if I hit my grasping arrow, if you would do it,
You've got to hit us with your arrow, yeah.
yeah. I'll fire that. Damn it.
Oh, roll me a D100 as your arrow goes wide, or at least see what happens.
Oh dear.
As you fumble.
Oh God.
Roll D100.
Oh.
That's not a good number.
That's a good number.
Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw. Da. Please.
You pull your hamstring, your movement is halved for the rest of this fight.
Oh, for fuck's sake! sounds about right for me. Exercise is bad.
This hyena saying he's got things. Near him, he's going to drop Pindic and wheel round to Rignar. And it's going to try and bite you. Oh, first one didn't roll like really high. He misses, I think, with 8.
Yeah, he's missed.
And that's his turn. He's going to stand his ground. Rignar, you're up.
Okay, so I don't have my long spear. I've still got the 2 axes because I've left them at my sleeping bag.
Yep.
Can I reckless attack?
Yes, you can. Gives you advantage. You should have a little toggle on your sheet. Top middle.
At the top.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. Sorry, advantage normal this. Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm gonna my hand axes.
23 definitely connects.
Do I attack on my second one?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's just I take off 3 off that. Okay. Alright. This beast looks hurt, but he's still standing.
And
Guess it's you,
I
don't
am. Have I still got movement? No, I haven't got any movement because I used reckless attack.
No, reckless doesn't take your movement in.
Oh right.
It just means the creature has advantage on you when it's its turn.
Right, okay, well I'm gonna pop the other side of him.
Fireball is going to run through the bushes, bring up his light crossbow, aim it at the hyena, shoot. It hits. 3 points of damage. Alright, Panel, you're up.
Control myself, just take a steady aim, and just see if I can get this thing with one shot.
You connect. Doing 13 points of damage. This thing's not looking so good.
Ready? And that's it.
Pindic. Another death saving throw from you. Another success. Hammerhead.
I'm going to longbow again.
Missed again.
God damn!
Hyena.
This hyena's apparently very good.
Gonna munch into Rignar as he's left himself open. Recklessness.
Okay.
Oh, he crits! He crits!
No way.
He gets to roll twice, doesn't he? So he's got double the chance. Rignar, you take 17 points of piercing damage, but half because you're raging, right?
Yes, I am raging.
So half that. The creature, looking around, seeing that the fight's turning against it, is going to try and run. So you get an opportunity attack if you want.
Yeah, I'll go for the opportunity of attack.
Go for it.
Be my hand axes still.
You can carry recklessing if you want. It's your choice.
Yeah. So that's advantage, raging, and
Just one hand axe. Yeah. Yeah, that connects. Do damage.
Nice.
Yeah. Rignar, it's your turn.
Well, okay. How far away is he from us? Oh, he's just outside.
No, he's not. No, he's not. He's 25 foot away.
Is he? Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to charge him down then.
Go for it.
Okay. That's movement. I can attack now, can't I?
Yeah, can.
Normal hand axe.
That's one miss. Oh, that's a connect. And that's enough to bring the beast down
Yeah.
as it collapses to the ground. And for a moment, all goes quiet. Desert.
Straight away. Is that the end of the turn it like thing, isn't it? Yeah. I want to go running over to Pindick
Yeah,
and
so
do a medical check on him.
Go for it. Roll medicine. Yeah, so you manage to stop the bleeding. He is stabilized but unconscious.
And then I will use my curing hands on him.
Oh god, no.
just waking up to sweat.
Pindick, you have 6 hit points and you are now conscious.
Thank you, guys. Don't know what happened there.
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know what happened myself.
I'd like to recover my arrows.
Yeah, same for me.
Alright, both of you roll investigation. How many did you fire off?
I fired
like to.
3.
Panel, you find all yours bar 1, which is broken. Hunter? This is your name, Hunter.
I'll charge it. There you go.
Find 1.
I find 1. Okay, so back up to 18. And I would also like to cut up some hyena so we have some extra food rations.
Yeah.
And like hide, etc.
Hammerhead, as you come to one of these hyenas, the big one or the small ones, you notice something off about them. Well, one, their fur patterns are very different. These are very red furred with black spots. When normally they're quite like light brown with black.
Yeah.
And as you cut one open, the blood is black and thick.
Ew. Can I make like an investigation on it to see if I know what's up with it?
You can roll nature. That's like your understanding of natural things.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
Yes, so Hammerhead, you don't really understand what this is. It's not blood in the way you know it. Like, there's something off about it. Either it doesn't smell like it's rotten, but it's not the red liquidiness it should be. It's like almost a thick black treacle.
So could I make the assessment whether the hyena is safe to eat if I cook it right?
With a 9, you probably think it's probably best to leave it, but you're not sure.
Anyone else want to have a gander?
That's not really an area of my expertise.
What about Fievel? Fievel, do you know what might be up with these manky hyenas?
No. This is Odd, I was under the impression hyenas weren't in the desert. They were further north in the plains.
Global warming.
Maybe possessed. Sorry.
Maybe that obelisk is causing some mischief.
Whatever is happening, I'd rather not eat them unless we're desperate. I still have rations for 3 or 4 days.
No.
Yeah, I'll take a miss on that as well.
Yeah.
Could I say that the hide is at least like fine to use? Say if like we need to make like clothing repairs or whatever.
Yeah, you could spend the next few hours skinning them, but it would mean skipping out on your long rest. Like if you're planning on doing it now, because you're only halfway through your long rest.
Can I have a do a perception check now that everything's calmed down in Pindix? Back up.
The desert seems quiet, cool and still. Though you could swear that the moon is darker in its reddish colour.
There's definitely some weird things happening.
What would it be for just outside? What would it be to see what a blood moon means?
I will let you decide between religion and arcana, each one giving you potential different information.
I'm going to take a religion check on that then.
Ooh. Blood moons have always been associated with dark demonic forces. It doesn't necessarily
Necromancy.
tell you, oh, it's definitely this dark god doing something. It's just something evil is happening this night. At least in the belief of religious people.
A necromancer cult might be operating.
I'm definitely going to lay that onto the others and probably insist that 2 of us stay awake from now on.
So, yeah, what you get from this is something evil is happening this night, and it's normally connected with demons and demonic activities.
I'm definitely going to relay that on, and
Okay.
I'm going to be quite uneasy now.
So, is everyone going back to bed, or is there a discussion to be had?
I could probably do with the rest just to gain hit points.
Same for myself.
So,
You all fall back into your watch routine, I assume. Everyone getting back in their sleeping bags who needs to.
Am I still on watch, or are we changing
I say
over?
coming off. For the ease of time, I'd say all your watches go without activity, unless you have anything you want to do in them. Say, if you want to try and steal stuff off each other, I don't know what you plan on doing, but or try and rob 5 for his worth. I don't know, but
I didn't want to, but now I do. So like, long rest completed, everything's great.
Yeah, so everything goes back to full health. Any sort of like class resources you used, rages or anything.
Do my hit dice go back up to max?
Yes, everything goes back
3.
at the max of rest. The only rule really on long rest is you can only do 1 per 24-hour period, so you now won't be able to rest until the next evening.
Okay,
Still do a short rest though.
and I've
Yeah,
got my
short rest
3
can do whenever you want, just take an hour.
thunderclaps.
short rest. Does that you regain anything from that? So, let's say I use a rage, would I be able to gain a rage back?
Class specific. I think with Barbarian, you get to a certain level and then short rest does it, but it's usually long rest.
Okay.
Your class feature will tell you, like your rage will tell you in there when you get it back, and it's the same for all classes. And then short rest, it's just it lets you roll as many hit dice as you want, but you only have like so many of them to heal back up. Like everyone should have 3 because you have as many as you've got levels.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I just read it says finish a long rest before you can rage again.
There you go, see.
Yeah.
So, morning comes. It is early. The sun is just rising, and the moon is just setting. As you all begin to wake up, it's still cool, but warming fast. And Five sort of looks quite cheerily that he survived the night, and you're perhaps 4 or 5 hours away from the mine.
suppose we pack up our tents and make haste.
Yeah.
Yes. Shall I take points again?
Yep. You got the eyes. The eye of the tiger.
Okay. You will pack up your tent, pack up your supplies, and push off. Panel, give me a perception check as you lead. Or, yeah, perception. And do a survival as well, just to make sure you get it.
For survival.
Okay. You push off thinking you know the way.
Uh-oh.
You scan the horizon. You see nothing apart from sand and sky. 3 hours into your journey, you all start to notice mountains rising in the distance as you feel you're coming to the end of your journey across the sands. And after about an hour, Five will start to point out where the mountains come inwards a bit and like make like a natural ravine. And he says, "Down there is the mine. Just down in between those two like hills. We're very close."
Okay.
And eventually, after a few more hours of trudging through the sands, you're talking like mid to late morning. You come across the mine. It's a series of shacks and tents set out outside this just classic mine entrance. You know, like wooden pillars holding up a hole in the mountainside. And sitting around, is a collection of a few dwarfs, 3 or 4. And they all look up as you come and sort of stand up and wave quite excitedly.
I suppose we'll go and greet them.
Yeah, and as you come up, an oldish dwarf,
The
Bold.
smart one.
bald head, massive brown beard, like to the point that it comes down to his knees. You can't see his chest; it's just all beard. He comes wandering up and like throws his hand straight at you, Rignar. He's like, pleased to meet you, boy. My name's Bongrud. I run this mining camp."
Bongrud.
Bongrud. Yes, Bongrud Hornstone is my name. I assume you're the adventurers my wee nephew here went into town and picked up.
Yes, we met him in the tavern. Told us that you're in much need of help.
Yes, we are. I must ask, do you have expertise in these sort of things? Are you experienced?
Well, we killed some hyenas last night that decided to interrupt our joyous sleep, so...
We've had experience of fighting, yes.
Well, it's good to hear. I suppose you want to inspect him before you go in.
Yes, it's best that we speak to and see the sick man, the sick dwarf. Will you show it to him?
Oh yes, just follow. And he leads you into like a shack that's barely standing. And as he opens the door, you all get this sort of instant hit of heat, rotten meat, and like feces.
He like smells of death.
Smell. Yeah.
Like
as you come in. Go for it.
I was gonna say, is he still currently alive or is he actually dead?
Well, as you enter, there's not much in here. There's literally just like this sort of wooden, awful bed, blankets, and nestled in there is a youngish dwarf, shaking, shivering, covered in sweat. And as you look at him, peer like at his face, you can see his skin is starting to peel off,
Ooh.
and he's just sort of like shaking and mumbling to himself. And Bongrud turns to you and is like, "This is the only one who's returned from the mining expedition down below."
Has he said anything?
Just says the same words over and over again.
What words?
Leaning close and you can hear.
I have to kneel down because I'm so tall.
Dwarves aren't tiny.
Well, the tiny compared to 7-foot hammerhead.
True.
I need to kneel down and listen in.
Alright, and all you hear is, "Beast hungers. Beast will feed." beast hungers. The beast will feed.
Uh,
Just over and over again.
Okay, so there's something that's hungry, and it's gonna feed. I don't know what that means, but
As long as it's not the beast from last night.
Job done.
Yeah.
can we make any sort of assessment to see what's wrong with him?
You can perform medicine checks and inspect him, sure.
I shall roll a medicine check.
Yeah.
Ooh, a 15.
As you peel back the blankets and take a look at this dwarf, you can see that his skin is like almost slopping off, like it's rotting and falling away. But he seems to be completely unaware of this fact. He's just shaking, sweating, and just murmuring to himself, almost like, you know how like religious people just rock backwards and forwards sometimes when they're praying.
Yeah.
Almost like that, like action he's doing in bed, while his skin is just literally falling off his bones around him.
I think this is going to be more of an Arcana check, wouldn't it? For just to see if I, recognise anything what he could be.
Yeah, you can perform an Arcana check. I'll never tell you what intelligence check to perform. It's just you do one, it might give you information, it might not.
Let's give it a go. I'm absolutely shit at this.
Ooh, apparently not that shit.
That is lucky.
Though you have no experience of this, you feel whatever's afflicting him isn't a medical issue. It feels almost like a curse to you, or some sort of like demonic possession.
Feeling from the blood moon last night, and the hyenas, that sickly, that weird obelisk, which has what, abyssal or whatever writing on it. From what Palanor said last night, it seems that we're probably dealing with some very dark stuff.
I want to turn back to the leader, and I'm going to ask, have you seen any unusual writing in the area?
Writing, no. But the last mining team that came back said they had uncovered a wall below. I don't know if that's in a connection with anything.
Oh, great.
Like someone had built a structure, but we were just mining, clearing, ore and rubble.
It's possible that the obelisk and this place could be connected.
I am beginning to sense that.
My concern right now is this poor bloke is literally like wilting off the bone.
On Bungwood Hornstone, because we got it down here on a map as this copper mine being a ruin, not actually an active mine.
Yeah, Bongrid's like, this mine has been abandoned for centuries. We travelled here from, Glondir to start this mine up. Maybe we can make some money, but yeah, maybe there's a reason this was abandoned.
Intelligence check. Make sure they tell the truth.
Well, that's insight to check. Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to cast that at the same time.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, insight is like checking to see what people do. Yeah. Rignar, you trust a dwarf. A dwarf wouldn't lie to another dwarf.
Nobody trusts a dwarf!
Panel, you feel he's on the up and up. Like, he is generally being honest about, like, there's a small group of dwarfs who've travelled across the sea to, find new prospects.
Oh, good at that.
Right. I'll be the one to say it. This poor sod is suffering quite immensely.
Well, considering his skin is literally falling off his body, that is literally the understatement of the century.
It's like, I mean, I don't know how good we are at medicine, but even if we break this curse or whatever it is, I don't think I'd be able to put his skin back on his body.
Unless once the curse is broken, the skin is put back together anyway. Put back onto his body. Only try.
I guess.
Well, this is why we've hired you. We've all whipped round, and all the profits we made from the mine so far we put towards this. We're hoping you can go down there, find out what's happening, maybe rescue some of the others, maybe find out what's happening to this poor man.
Okay, right. Do you have like a map of like the mine or anything, just so it's easier for us to navigate?
We have no mine, we haven't explored much, but if you follow the minecart tracks that leads down to where we are operating at the deepest part. I don't
Okay.
know what leads off some of the other tunnels. We haven't explored it all.
Okay, so guys, what I'm hearing here is we need to stay on the track. Don't get going off anywhere dodgy.
As if we're all in agreement, we haven't got to take a rest. We venture down, find out what's happening.
Well, it's only midday, you know, you guys are pretty fresh.
But
crack
we can at least have a little immediate area scout. Let's crack on into the mine. Without further ado, let's crack into it.
You all head out this little shack. You know, all these huts and tents are gathered around the entranceway. It's only a little walk. And as the four of you enter the mine's entrance, I think we're going to stop it there for today.
Oh,
We'll pick up from another time. Well, we've been playing, what, 3.5 hours, something like that? 4
I've been-
hours? No, 3.5.
I'm enjoying it so much.
3.5. Been doing it 3.5.
But I'm starting to run out of content. I've got, like, the next little bit, but not the rest of the mine sorted yet. So I thought it's a good spot to end it.
Yeah, man.
Okay,
Are we finding it?
loving it. It's different.
It's nice to get back into it.
Start it.
This is gonna be fun.
You okay, Gil?
Yep.
Very cool.
Gil's just upset he always got eaten.
Not just eating. Not just eating, he was being carried away.
I just want my playing cards.
Like, usually people would ride on the back of the giant hyena. Gil rides in its mouth.
No way.
No, this is great. I'm loving it.
Good. Can't believe you didn't go to the obelisk.
I think we might be venturing back there after we've done the mine.
Yeah, it's one of those things you always loop back to look at the things you didn't. Like, there's lots of things on the map you could do, like a detour to places.
It might be related. To the mine, we'll have to investigate. But we will have to find out next time.
We'll find out next time.
Same bad time, same bad place. Thank you.
That's just I don't know how to respond to that, mate.
Pity laugh.
I love it. Alright, time to
But-
close down all this.
Well,
I'm
that
just slowly
concludes
closing down all
the
the tabs I've got.
It's like tabs.
that concludes the stream, it would seem, for today. I hope people enjoyed the first part of our D&D adventure. We should return next Saturday. This will probably be another thing that we run. I might add an additional stream day to my schedule. We'll see how people enjoy this. But for now, this is going to be me and the guys signing off for Twitch. So have a good rest of the day, guys, and I shall see you tomorrow for some more streaming, where I think we'll be starting Gears of War 5. So have a good time, everybody.